The Layer's a hard place to live. Real hard. Ain't no soft landing nowhere in here. Smiling at you like it already know your name, already in the room when you walk in. That's the slings and arrows, you don't hear them fly, you just feel that sting and wonder where it came from. Whole layer wrapped in dark mystery. Old magic in the walls. Wizards whispering deals they don't keep. Dragons watching from the shadows, counting bodies like loose change. Succubus love looks sweet at first, then you wake up lighter than you went to sleep. Heart tax, soul pawn. It's war out here. Quiet war. Betrayal wears silk and smile real nice. Same cats break bread with you. Be the one selling your name 2 streets over. This whole thing a stone cold trip, baby. No fair fights, no refunds. So whatever shield you walk around with, it better be battle tested. Not shiny. Not shiny. Not fresh out the armory, I'm talking chip paint. Bent edges. Blood you couldn't wash off even if you tried. Cause the Layer don't care how fly you look in your armor. They care what's still holding when the smoke drifts off. If you still here tomorrow, still breathing, still standing on your square, then yeah, you's a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Layer.
Just another day living in the hood, just another day around the way. Feeling good today, feeling lovely, yay. Just another day living in the hood, just another day around the way. Feeling good today, I'm feeling lovely, yay. Hey man, say man, we're in the social media streets. This is the place where you're supposed to come and be able to speak your piece. Be able to come and talk. I'm going through the ugly beard phase because I'm trying to let this get longer. And I'm gonna find the proper oils to make it a little bit more luxurious. It don't look so bummy because the old wives used to say, you look like you need a little, and I would cut it. But I knew I wanted it to be long. Like I know it's a little disheveled looking now, but I know I want it to be long. All right. But I can add a little accoutrement to it. But this stuff don't give it no sheen, no shine. It still looks kind of dry. It don't look like, the avatars I can make. Tonight, avatar is called Early Night. That's a picture of a young me with an afro. And everything in that picture I added the velvet Black Panther behind me. I added I don't know if y'all seen these before. There used to be these lamps with plastic where they look like oil dripping down them. I put that in the center of the ceiling. Back in the day, my mom used to love these rattan chairs. There's a famous picture with Huey P. Newton sitting in a rattan chair with a weapon. There's another famous picture with George Clinton sitting in a rattan chair. One of my cartoonish thumbnails that I made is me with a beret on and a rattan chair and the crazy art in the back because I be trying to show y'all creativity. I did a show the other day talking about art, AI music, and thumbnails. And somebody said, well, where's the art? The thumbnail. Well, where's the music? Everything you hear me playing, that's all music I made. When you hear that song in the beginning, say, nice shiny, that's me. When you hear that, ah, that's me. When you hear the funk, that's me. When you hear that, not shiny, where it's talking, that's me. Everything about this show is a whole lot of creativity, all the way down to see the chess pieces. That's a very expensive, famous board of chess. You can look it up. It's on YouTube. It's a very expensive board because, I want a certain level of elegance. Now, the old channel that got taken away was called the Night Slayer. This is the second channel. The second channel is called Night Slayer 510. The Night Slayer was more into the medieval stuff. So remember how the Night Slayer used to start off? In the Night Lair, swords held high, with the horses riding and the dragons and all of this stuff. Yeah, it was more into that. I call this one Knights, not the Knights, because it used to be about all the Knights. I call this one Knights. Matter of fact, I got it backwards. The first one was just about me, the Knights layer, meaning my layer. This one is Knights layer, meaning all of the Knights. The 510 give me where I come from. The third channel, this is the second channel. The second channel is called Night Slayer 510. The third channel was called Sir Knight. I'm not going to try to get the Night Slayer back. That's over with. So this is actually the first channel, and Sir Knight is the second channel. Now, what happened over here real quick is they gave me 2 BS strikes. So a third strike over here, they'll take this channel away. So this channel will be where I'll be doing commercials, leaving my affiliate links, telling you all about when I'm thinking about hooking up with Skool. Skool is Skool. It's a thing where you lead generate and you get emails and whatever else, and you create a community and all that. My Discord, it was ran by Reese. I don't think Reese give a fuck about the Discord because I think it's 3 people in the damn thing, as long as it's been around. So I'm skipping the Discord. I'm going to be messing with Skool. After I go figure out Skool, I might, after I lead generate, pull some people into the Discord so we can focus on music, thumbnails, and all of the stuff, right? Matter of fact, let me pull that thumbnail up right quick. Because people may see the things I do and not understand how intricate they actually are, how complex, how much I work to make these things. So it's not just, oh, he just said this and they did this. No, it's a little bit more complicated than that. Now, I know I got rid of something, so why is it still no space? We got this from Do the Right. Okay. Then I like to talk about the layer this way.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick.
It's my house.
It's my house.
You think you can do this to me?
This is how I introduce the women.
Come on in.
Grand rising queen, shine like you mean. Forever may you queen. You are everything.
This is how I introduce the men.
Come on in.
Playing, it's always a treat when players leave.
Grand Rising Queen is a trope. Is what they say, the simps say, to the women in the morning. They text them Grand Rising Queen as they wake up. The other one is a trope also. The dudes take it as a positive thing. I come from a place about a lot of pimping and prostitution, Oakland, California. I am not a pimp. I would never have a prostitute. Everybody loves those little intros. One person that didn't like it was Sexy Red. Sexy Red used to say, "Don't play that before I come up." So far, no men have said, "Don't play the player always a treat when players meet." There's a method to my madness. All of it. KL, Knight's Lair. My name, Knight, was an acronym. Knowledge, non-such, imposed, great, harmonious, tight. And I used to rap. I don't rap no more. I don't have the patience to write rhymes like that. I'll put a premise. I'll write a good paragraph and I'll let the generator take the paragraph and then I'll listen to it and I'll do edit to it. But from start to finish rapping, I don't do that no more. Song creation, if it's R&B or whatever it is, again, paragraph, maybe 2, basic premise. I'll listen to what it says and then I'll edit it. Rock and roll, R&B, jazz, funk, whatever it is. And why is that? Because I'm of the MTV generation. I listen to Alice in Chains, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Kaja Gugu, Adam Ant. I listen to The Verve. I listen to Danzig, 311. Everything that was on MTV. I listened to a lot of stuff that was on VH1. Pretty Fly for a White Guy. There was a long time those channels didn't have a black artist. So before those channels, I used to listen to something called Magic Number Video. I used to listen to a thing called Soul Beat. Soul Beat was in the East Mile Mall. It was ran by Chuck Johnson. Michael Jackson came to Oakland to the East Mile Mall, and he was in Soul Beat. Freddie Jackson. A lot of people came to that little hole in the wall place to market their music. Shortly after that, we got some people from, I want to say, DC. I want to say that they had go-go music. I can't think of the artist's name right now, but he had a song called "I Don't Want to Bump No More with No Big Fat Woman. Can't bump no more with no." And he had and back then we was listening to Johnny Taylor and Johnny Guitar Watson and Isaac Hayes and Barry White. I have a very eclectic ear, so I'm listening to the reason why the music even sound good like that. It's not. I asked Nigel to make me some songs. He sent the damn songs in like 5 minutes. I have a lot. Let me show y'all something. I have obsessive compulsive disorder. Let me see if I can do this right quick for y'all. Those are the images. These are the videos. I need to figure out how can I show y'all this. Share. I could show it to y'all in Real Player. Let me do that. Share the entire screen. That's how I do it. I be learning stuff, y'all. Okay, so there's the entire screen. Let me pull up this. And then the downloads. Now let me come back into here and see if I can see that screen. I believe I can. Let me see. How do I add that screen? Let me see. Let me let y'all into the complexity entire screen. It won't allow me to share it. Windows. This. Come back over here. Let me add this. There we go. I told y'all, with a little bit of patience. This is the imagery, right? But do you see these squares? This one that says a microwave fridge, vinyl bass love, a stove ember, lights off. All of that is music. When you see these little ones like you see with Creative Solution and Shanika, that's music. All those other squares, that's music. The things that are on a perfect square, those are thumbnails. But most of those big squares you see, that's music. That little clip you see with Patrice O'Neal, that's a video. But most of this is music. If I scroll, so when you say, can you make me an R&B song about me? I have a song that's already made. All I do is just take out the woman's name that I made up and put your name in it. I've already been listening to it for a year or two. But most of everything, this whole thing, I can go down forever. This is all music. It's calypso, it's reggae, it's dance hall, it's rock and roll, it's LA music, it's Oakland music, it's Detroit music, it's Chicago music, it's gospel music, it's 1920s music. It's a little bit of some of everything. This is all music, and I can keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. It's all music. When I say, when people be like, Nightish, I want to battle you. I don't want to battle you necessarily, because I think I could win a battle pretty easy, especially if you say it's 10 songs or 20 songs. Pretty easy for me. I'm not trying to battle. But if you want to share your music and my music, and we can raise a couple dollars, and I can get a couple dollars and you can get a couple dollars, that's cool. I don't want to compete, because people get in their feelings when they get their ass whoops. I don't know why. If I lose a battle, I'll be like, okay, good fight. Move forward. In these YouTube streets, it's some entities that are influential and are in power. Yesterday, I was over there when I watched Tommy Sotomayor and Taz and Cellulite and Raw B, who I love, Raw B and Cell. Out of all the people in the space, I love Raw B and Cell. Tommy Sotomayor, I saw him around years ago. I don't agree with everything Tommy Sotomayor said. I don't think he read Pill or Manosphere. I think he's an island of his own. But he knows how to argue. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just talking to you. And people be really upset. I've talked to Angry Man, came to my channel before. We were on a panel earlier today, and I was talking about royalty. And I'm saying that he's YouTube streets, social media royalty. He said, motherfuckers be saying that shit, but I don't have. Yes, the subscribers is a crown. The cool clothes that you wear is a crown. The super chats and cash apps and whatever else is the crown. The fact that you've been here so long is the crown. And to whom much is given, much is expected. So when they was having a conversation earlier with Jay Prince, who a lot of people in this space call the bum, I don't be getting the equivalency. And I've heard Willie Dynamite say only broke niggas hate. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. People in general hate. Ones who succeed and ones who fail. People are haters. This is facts. Because I like to say it like this. It's not crazy when a wolf howls at the moon. That's kind of regular. The wolf is howling at the moon. It's crazy when the moon is howling at the wolf. So JP is back in some kind of nursing job again. I was listening to the brother Trey say he got to ask his boss to get off work. I don't look at that as a negative. You should be happy if you have a job. I don't give a fuck what the job is. Another thing that's facts. You should be happy that you're gainfully employed. And you can depend on that money. I would be happy to have a job. I would still do all these other things also, though. The job would help me be able to afford more of these things that I do. Because it's not enough for me to just an 8-hour-a-day job that's going to pay me $20 an hour, basic entry-level job. I would be okay with that because that would help me pay for my DistroKid and my Suno and my ChatGPT, which is called OpenAI. I want to spend some money on Claude because they say Claude has a little bit more tweaks than the ChatGPT. I still have to pay Canva. I pay for Premium. I pay for StreamYard. And this is just shit so I can be here with y'all. This is not even talking about me paying for my Amazon Prime so I can buy whatever the fuck I want to buy. That's what it is. We just got a bunch of little $10 here, $20 there, $40 here, bunch of little things, right? Yeah, I can never talk down to a blue collar worker. I can't talk down to a person that work at Jack in the Box. If you work there every day, if you have an 8-hour shift and you work every day, I salute you. You should aspire to be great. Everybody should be shooting for the sun, and they might not make it, but at least they'll be amongst the stars. Everybody should be aspiring to do that. But do you know there's some people that aspire to just be alive, and they'll spend more of their time helping other people than being concerned about themselves? I was a little boy in school that would fight the bullies that was just fucking with everybody. And some of them times I couldn't beat the bully, but I still fought them because I don't like bullies. To this day, I don't like bullies. Why are you fucking with me just to fuck with me? And what you'll hear people try to suggest is like, I'm a bully. No, I'm a jokester. I talk shit. I crack jokes. And if you listen to what I'm saying, they're really jokes. You calling that woman a monkey because you said she dragging her knuckles. No, she called me a bitch. A fat old bitch that she could never respect and all this other shit. I don't know that person. But with the worst of shit being said to me, and if people be honest, I never called her a bitch. Am I beneath calling a bitch? No. But I read the rooms that I be in, and I know that people already have an issue with me, so I don't try to exacerbate shit. I don't try to add fuel to fire. When I find somebody just keep fucking with me and keep fucking with me and keep fucking with me, you might get called a bitch. No, you definitely is. Because why are you fucking with me? I wake up in the morning, in the wee hours of the morning, typically 12 a.m. where I'm at till 6 a.m. I usually do a 6-hour show. Now there are people on this in my time. I don't mind. Go ahead and be there. When I see y'all on, I won't even come on at my normal time. I'll wait a little bit. I'm not trying to compete. I'm trying to really give a little bit of information and keep it pushing. I can wrap up what I have to say in an hour and a half, 2 hours. You can look at the replays and whatever else. And if you're listening to me, you see that I actually did a reaction. I actually reviewed and react. I had some beautiful person come over the other day and say, you're not even giving no commentary. You're not even reacting. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. If you just listen, not that complicated. I've been doing this shit for 4 years. Cheyenne Bryant. Remember I was talking about people having a job? It's also another thing if people have a hustle. If you're not intelligent enough to know when you're being hustled, back when I was younger, they used to say a sucker is born every day. You got to look at life like people look at boxing. When you get in the ring and that referee rubs your gloves against his body and rubs your gloves against his body, and he say, protect yourself at all times. Protect yourself at all times. That's life. Protect yourself at all times. That's life. Protect yourself at all times. I know where I be at. I know who I'm talking to. I know they don't really give a fuck. When I was younger, I just respected my elders, whether they were respectable elders or not. I just respected my elders. Now it's fucking old nigga, fat ass old nigga, bitch ass, and I'm okay with that. And I'm not gonna call you a bitch back because I don't have to deal with you that much. I could drop off the panel. Hear me out. Thank you for the support. Listen, hear me out. Took me from 280 y'all to over the 500. I got 507 the last time I looked. He said, okay, you got the subs, bruh. Still working on the hours. I will be working on said hours. Hear me out. I appreciate you. Isn't school also I don't know what that means. School is a lead generator. It's a place where a bunch of people have little hookups and whatever else. It's what I thought that LA's thing was going to be. LA has something that he's created also, but it's not a lead generator. Good morning, Almanize. What's going on, LA? Shout out to my brother Maurice. Maurice, I'm working on that. I'm trying to get that together. Listen, here's another thing. I've been dealing with fucking OfferUp, Craigslist, and Facebook Marketplace. I had a motherfucker tell me I'm gonna be there at 8, didn't show up. Another motherfucker tell me gonna be there at 2, didn't show up till 4. Then got here and looked at the motherfucking saw works perfectly well. I'm not doing construction no more, so I'm selling all my tools and shit. This motherfucker said it don't look like the picture. The picture that I have is from it's just stock footage. Here's the thing. I got a new phone, and my new phone charges from a plug. This right here, I guess, needs a USB adapter so I can plug it into a computer. So when I take pictures with the phone, I can put them online. So right now, I can't use this phone. This is my new phone. I can't use my new phone to take pictures because of the cord plugs into a plug. My old phone was an old Android. I'm hoping I've thrown that piece of shit away. It was crumbling. I used to be able to take a picture and just put it online. We struggling over here, but I'm okay with the struggling because that's another thing I don't like to do. I don't like to owe people money. I like to pay your money right back because I don't like when people owe me money. But yeah, we struggling over here. And I'm listening to all of the people tell me all of this shit. So again, I'm fucking with OfferUp. I don't understand why it's so challenging. I'm fucking with Craigslist. I don't know why it's so challenging. The easiest one is Facebook Marketplace. And I'm lowering the prices so I can get as many buyers and whatever else to come over and buy this shit. But they really dragging it out. So far, I've sold the Focusrite. I sold those old dressers. I sold the dresser in the box. That's pretty much it. But I got mattresses and bed frames and sheet sets and pillowcases and comforters. I got table saw, I got miter saw, I got reciprocal saw. I'm trying to sell all this shit. And I look on there and some things I have 30 clicks. I'm like, how many clicks I gotta have before a motherfucker respond to it? Matter of fact, let me go over there and look right quick because they say at 7 a.m. in the morning and 5 p.m. is the best time to post. Let me see. So I posted again today. Let me go over here and see what I got in here. I'm gonna add some more shit as I dig it up out of these boxes. I'm so happy them fucking dressers gonna give me some room in this damn place. So marketplace and then selling. What I have there right now is I have a Zoom P4. That's the podcast all in one. You can plug up the mics to it, the headphones, got a soundboard on it, everything. I have those Sifely keypad door handles. I got that. I have a rigid reciprocal saw. I had a 5-piece queen bedroom set, the shit I just named. I have a Swin truck rack too. That's a truck thing you put on your truck so you can take your bikes out. I have a Ryobi blue and yellow miter saw. I have a C50 550 dash cam. I have a 3-pot food warmer. And I gotta unbury a bunch of this other shit. But let me see. The keypad door handle, the Vise one, I got 17 clicks, but ain't nobody bought it. The pot warmer, I got 7 clicks, nobody responded. The dash cam, I got 10 clicks. I guess they're just looking at it. On the miter saw, I got 64 clicks. 2 people said they wanted to buy it. An Asian dude came from San Francisco late than the motherfucker. I was tired as shit waiting for him to get here. He came and looked at it and said, don't look like the picture. And didn't he want to have a discussion? No, motherfucker, if it don't look like what it looked like, get the fuck on. You don't want it. I don't know. Why do people want to talk to you after they say no? Just say no and leave. Then he got out, he came to the house, he got out the car, then his wife came out the car. This motherfucker said hello, and his wife said, it don't look like the picture. You don't have to keep talking to me. Just, you don't want to come, move on. Agitate the motherfucking gravel. The bedroom said I didn't put it up for like a week now. It has 0 clicks. And it's the headboard, the box spring, the mattress, the pillows, 2 sheet sets, and a comforter for 150. 0 clicks. The rigid corded reciprocal sawzall works perfectly fine. I've been using it for years. $40. Come one, come all, and buy that shit. Let's move forward. I got fucking grills around here and smokers around here, and yeah, we trying to get rid of everything. We trying to empty out the motherfucking house so motherfucker can, at least pace back and forth. Let's get up out of there. Let's talk about this right here. Oakland, California news. Let me see. Step by step. This is from Oakland. This is a short. We shall add to the screen. Thank you for the 9 people that's here. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We always would love to have that. Let me make sure we got it up. We do. Take this, make sure it's in the description for people if they want to go back and see. We have a handicapped lady on the blade. She is selling vagina, and there's a young man trying to understand how can he take her to the room. Does he take her and the wheelchair? Good morning, Joy is real. Let's listen to this.
What, he gonna leave a chair, bitch? You gonna leave a chair right there and get in the car? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I love the enthusiasm. Ain't nothing stopping the horn, bitch. That's what I'm talking about. Get your money. How you supposed to get the whole chair in the car, bitch, to bust the date? I don't want to know. Like, I be confused about a lot of shit, bitch. I see you trying to get your money on, and I'm all for it, but like, what, he gonna leave a chair, bitch? You gonna leave a chair right there and get in the car? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I love the enthusiasm. Ain't nothing stopping the horn, bitch. That's what I'm talking about. Get
My thing with the whole thing is this. She looks super whooped. She looks like a zombie in a chair. We was on a panel the other day. I don't really remember what panel it was. Somebody was answering a question about, I want to say it most likely was Trey the True Channel. I want to say that it was Mont that was answering the question about what if you couldn't, because somebody was talking about, you know what, that was not on Trey panel. That was John Galt's panel. John Galt was saying that black women are so masculine and unattractive that they take the spirit out of the men to be motivated to go out here and conquer the world. And the men aren't living up to what the women want is because the women don't look good enough. I said, listen to this nigga go. You couldn't be more red pill and manospheres than that ever. I said, listen to him go. And they were saying that because Wish Doctor was up there answering the question. He's like, them men would adjust to them ugly women. And John Galt was saying, no, they wouldn't. And I was just looking around Facebook trying to find positive stories, which I got a bunch of clips. I got to find this channel called Black News over there. They had a lot of good positive stories, but you got to read them. They don't have videos. Almond eyes. They would say it is red pill. Listen, I understand that red pill is supposed to be the truth, almond eyes. And I understand there are some men that will say that what they're saying is the truth. But this shit is a grift also. Totally a grift. It's really, and listen, don't get me wrong. It's some rotten ass niggas and it's some rotten ass women. This is a fact. But to put all the emphasis on a minority of a minority. See, I don't believe that 51% of the women ain't shit. That can't be true. But let's talk about lying, cheating. That's just human. Motherfuckers get bored. We was listening earlier today on Sharon channel, and Sale came up there, and he was having a back and forth with Tommy Sotomayor about something that Raw G did. Here's the thing. Raw is a grown-ass woman. Sale is a grown-ass man. In that discussion, what was being said did not make Raw look like a lesser than, make Sale look like a lesser than, but it did make fucking Tommy look like a lesser than. A woman I was potentially talking to, and I'm supposedly a millionaire, that's still talking to me as what? You the millionaire. If anybody needs to protect themselves, it should be the millionaire, right? Especially if you saying said person is not good looking and all this other shit. If anybody's supposed to be protected. See, when I listen, this is how I listen. How I listen is, who are the players? What's the positions that they playing? I'm not one to really just be around talking about, oh, this bitch is ugly. And Ugly is subjective. Beauty is subjective. I keep hearing people talking about 10s and then they throw Beyonce in there. Beyonce is not a 10 to me. Beyonce is not a 10 to me. And I'm not trying to talk crazy. Beyonce is not a 10 to me. When I think about Destiny Child overall, I think that the dark-skinned girl, what's her name? Kelly Rowland looked better than Beyonce. To me. And I would say that Kelly Rowland is an 8. So Beyonce is a thing that the red pill managed space say you can't be. Beyonce is a 7 to me. I'm on a panel with people that's talking crazy to me, and they're talking about the old version of me. I don't think the old version of me is ugly. This old, fat, messed up tooth, bald-headed, I don't think this version of me is ugly. But I've never in my life dealing with women heard women say I'm ugly. I was on a panel earlier because it said it was supposed to be women's night, and I saw Stanley Cross up there, and I was like, if it's women's night, why Stan she up there? And I say, see, Stan she, they embracing you as one of the women. I'm not talking crazy. You're being embraced as one of the sisters. You're part of the sisterhood. He up there listening to them cook niggas. They cooking niggas. And he's saying, don't worry. The man knew not to mess with me. I'll get him. Stanley, you can't get shit together. You ain't finna get Nan Man to do a motherfucking thing. Don't lie to them women. Be honest. I came over here for some reason. Oh, that's what it is. My background. The John Gawk song I listened to a couple times is not as good as my first one. Sometimes I be in a rush. Sometimes Chat GPT be bullshitting. Vinyl bass luxury. Let me see if this will work. I need a little something to move and groove too. Let me see what this one sounds like. I don't be remembering because there's 1,000 songs back there. Okay, that's more of a New York-y feel. I want something a little bit less. A little bit less. Some kind of bayish, smoothish, relaxed. There we go. That's a little bayish, relaxed. Is this a song?
For high school drama.
Oh yes, I can't use that. I don't want to sound
Go live your life.
like that's something AI do. It's supposed to say go live your life. It says go live your life. So no, not that one. Let's try this. And then we'll move forward with this conversation. Let's see what this one do. Okay, that should be. Yeah, YouTube, my first strike, they gave me 7 days. My second strike, they gave me 14 days. With the 14 days, these motherfuckers took 2,000 watch hours away from me. I had the watch hours. They gave me a 14-day strike and took 2,000 watch hours. This YouTube shit is crazy, man. Let me see. We gonna move forward. Get rid of the prostitute in Oakland and get over to this young lady right here. Yeah, I understand that the red pill is just supposed to be the truth, period. Them niggas be lying sometime though. That should be just let's shit on women. Period. So shout out to the motherfucking shout outs. But for the most part, her name is Dr. Raquel. Let's bring her up. She was talking about being a real doctor versus being whatever the fuck Cheyenne is supposed to be. Let's get to her though. BA in sociology. We got music in the background. MS, medical and clinical psychology. We want to see all her degrees because she can pull them up. She said this is versus Cheyenne Bryant, and that's what we want to do. If we're going to talk about just truth, here it is. Random person online. I know way more about your specialty than you. She's talking about Cheyenne. BA in psychology. MS in psychology. MS medical and clinical psychology. PhD in medical and clinical psychology. 2,000 hours APA accredited internship. 2,000 hours in postdoctoral fellowship. Postdoctoral fellowship. Dr. John. This is what a doctor looks like. Let's see if the music is off.
About to do surgery, right?
Real therapist, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant in a nutshell, putting on a lab coat. That's not a lab coat.
Right now?
Yeah, I'm about to do it. What's the problem?
You're not licensed.
Yeah, but
This is Fawcett Media. Fawcett Media is a super Corey Holcomb supporter. But Dr. Raquel is an actual doctor. She just showed you all her degrees. But Corey has a problem with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant since he met her on the Zoe Williams show.
Well, we opened a can of worms on this one, didn't we? Yeah, it was bound to happen. After 2 years of talking about this subject, still getting bookings. She's all over the place. So many.
And listen, she should be a hustler and keep on getting her bread. But now she's calling herself a life coach. And it's good to call yourself a life coach because it's less barriers to entry. You don't need to show all them degrees. I could go be a life coach today by getting a couple of certificates offline. You couldn't be my life coach because you couldn't be my life coach because you fat. I probably couldn't be your life coach, but there's some people out there that want to talk to me specifically because they see themselves in me and I see myself in them.
Many people are defending her. Still, there are people defending her, but I'm glad now the psychology community, the therapist community has gotten together now and they're letting her have it. Oh, guns are blazing right now. And these are the women that really should be getting the attention to talk about relationships and all these things that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant talks about on a regular basis. But unfortunately, the way things are set up,
I no longer practice under a license.
Smart founders know something most people.
Wait a minute. We will see commercials. Our good friend George Real said, what does the pen Let me put this closer up to camera. Put this closer up to camera. Put this closer up to camera so you can see it. See exactly what that is. This right here, that's the pin. That is the Oakland Raiders. That's the Oakland Raiders. This is a Raider hat. That pisses people off too.
miss. Get your domain name even if you're not ready to launch your business. With Wix, you can grab yours now.
I got my domain name from Namecheap. I think that's the name of it. Namecheap.
I had a conversation with somebody on Threads who posted this. Cheyenne Bryant never referred to herself as a therapist.
She did refer to herself as a therapist. Not only as a therapist, as a licensed therapist.
So I then posted the receipts of her actually presenting herself as a therapist. This is something that is posted on her highlights right now, where she posted an article written by someone at NBC where they refer to her as a marriage and family therapist.
Right.
This is posted on her page. When I showed this to the woman on Threads, her response was this, essentially saying that that's an article.
Matter of fact, let me speed this up because I know I'm supposed to. We're supposed to alter this and talk to this. I was on a panel earlier talking about things I've researched because I've been in this space for 4 years. And I remember when we first saw her was 2015. I said, she's been around 15 years. No, she's been around my first time seeing her since 2015. That's 11 years ago. So I was on a panel with JT from Black Man Unfiltered. He was right. See, when people are right, I give them their credit for being right. This is from somebody named Gene Code. She herself didn't claim to have a license. She herself has claimed to have had a license.
Saying that she was a therapist, that's not her saying that she's a therapist. If she reposted an article that was written by her calling her a therapist, that is her intentionally spreading misinformation. And when it comes to these small publications, everyone knows that you can write in or pay to have an article written about you. And even if that wasn't the case with this particular article, they did not just claim that she was a marriage and family therapist out of nowhere. They got that information from her. I also mentioned the fact that there is a video out there where, while telling a story of a past client, she said these words.
It's so it was like my first year of being a therapist.
The girl was still going back and forth with me, debating on whether a license is needed to practice.
Yeah, and a lot of people in the comments were having this exact same argument with me. They were trying to still make excuses for Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, calling herself a therapist, bringing up things.
People like who they like. When I'm in other people's backyard, people like who they like. The last time I was incarcerated was in 1992. A month and a half in, I had to fight the pod. Let me say this again. A month and a half in, I had to fight the pod. Let's do a walk down memory lane. I got arrested, sent to Santa Rita jail. When I first got arrested, I was in minimum security. But I used to fight so much, they put me in their records as a maximum security person. So ever since that first time I got locked up, I stay in maximum security. And maximum security, now you fighting with the big boys. So some of the time when I'm in maximum security, I get into it with some of the big boys. And what they do to you then is they put you in something called administrative segregation. ASIG. Administrative segregation is when you're locked down 23 hours and you can come out for 1 hour. You could use the 1 hour to watch TV. You could use the 1 hour to take a shower. But there it's only you out. We are in something that almost looks like a spaceship and something that they call pods. In the pod, there are 16 cells, 2 man to a cell. Top floor is 8 cells. Bottom floor, it goes to number 16. I was in cell number 3 on the top floor. I could come out for 1 hour to use the phone or take a shower. I really didn't come out the cell. You can bathe, bird bath in the motherfucking cell. I really didn't come out the shell for nothing else other than to bathe. It didn't take me no hour to bathe. I would go clean myself up, get real scrubby-dubby, and then take my ass right back in that cell. I didn't call nobody. I was in administrative segregation for 45 days. These motherfuckers wanted me to have a what they call it, they wanted me to have a, what did they call that shit? Anyway, a psychological study to see if it was something wrong with me because I wouldn't stop getting into it and getting sent to the hole and whatever else. My thing is back to the fight in the pod. So I came into the pod. On the third day I was in the pod, they got a shot caller come up there. His name was Bayao. Not Bow Wow. Bayao. I want to say the third day, my cellie left. I got a new cellie named Joseph Marzette. Bayao was in prison. He was brought back because he had a case, but he was a low threat. So him being a low threat, he could be amongst the regular population. If he was a high threat, he would have to stay in administrative segregation. Now, in 45 days I was in administrative segregation, I was in there with a dude who I think, if my mind ain't playing tricks on, I believe his name was Ronald. And that man went to prison in 1984. I was in prison next to him. Well, wasn't in prison. I was in jail next to him in 1992 for 45 days. We can never be out at the same time. 23 hours in one. He would use a phone, he would watch TV, he would take a shower. He would do all 3 of the choices you could do. And every now and then he would walk past my cell and just hit it one. Boom. And, throw up the deuces. But when we was locked up, he would always shoot me kites and tell me about the whole shit from 1984 when he was riding around in drops and what his baby mamas did when they cut him off. People, that's therapy for them in there. Talking to a stranger about all of the shit.
Things that we've already covered. I'm like, if you don't go back in the archives and look at what we actually said about this, you're like, well, if she has a master's degree, she could technically do. And I'm like, does she have a master's degree? We've been asking you that whole time. Nobody's been able to produce one. In fact, it's been rumored that she never finished that program. Some people are arguing now, oh, you can get a doctorate without a master's degree. Yeah, probably not in this field. They have accelerated programs where you can get a doctorate and a master's at the same time. But to skip that process entirely seems a little far-fetched, is what I'm saying. But you see, she's a social worker here.
This in the mental health field. Just don't understand why so many people think that this is okay. If there was a person pretending to be a medical doctor, doing surgeries, seeing patients, treating patients, but did not have a license or the degree required to be a medical doctor, I feel like people will understand a little bit more. Right. There's no way that anyone will allow us.
And I was listening to this research about Dr. Bryant, and one of the things that the people said is these ugly bitches hate Dr. Bryant because she's pretty. So look, this is women talking about women. It's not dudes. This is women. Like, this is a woman right here. And Dr. Raquel is a woman. And the people that the chat and shit I was reading, it was women talking about these ugly bitches. It's just hating on Dr. Cheyenne Bryant because she's fine.
surgeon to perform surgery on them or anybody they love if the surgeon said that they're not licensed and licensing is not important. And let's just call a thing a thing. The only reason why y'all are defending her, the only reason why y'all are arguing back and forth online with actual professional therapists, with people who have earned not only the degrees, but the license to practice therapy is because of how she looks. I get that y'all like her. I get that she is pretty. I get that the body is tea.
See? I didn't even watch Fawcett Media. See this young lady right here saying that us that actually got our degrees, us that are actually doctors and all of that shit, you dirty motherfuckers gonna say the reason why we got a problem with Dr. Bryant is because she looked better than us.
But we have to be so for real. Nobody should be misrepresenting themselves as a therapist. Nobody should be calling themselves a doctor in a professional setting if their doctorate is an honorary degree. Nobody should be seeing clients or...
Because that is the actual ceremony that we've seen. There's been some people that pulled the clip, and I'd seen this a long time ago, but I realized what it was. She actually has a ceremony of her receiving her doctorate, but it is an honorary doctorate, and it's very clear. So it almost throws people off the scent. They're like, look, she got it.
Let me see your tongue ring. Did I say good morning, everybody? Hello, hear me out. Hello, almond eyes. And I don't understand the nuances and the intricacies of the red pill and manosphere, but my basic understanding is that the red pill is just supposed to be the truth. But good morning, almond eyes. Good morning, Maurice. Good morning, LA. Good morning, Joy is Real. Good morning, Rogue C. I know I saw you somewhere in here. And good morning, Dante. I know I saw Rogue C. Flare. There she go. What's going on, Rogue C? I know I saw them flowers somewhere. Let's continue to listen, though.
Doctorate, look. No, she got an honorary doctorate, if that. And I think that was an end around to the fact that she wasn't completing an actual doctorate. After this, I'm going to show you something interesting about some of you all that say she has a lot of similarities with Dr. Dre. Oh, it gets deep.
Is an honorary degree. Nobody should be seeing clients or having sessions if they are not licensed or have the education to do so. I don't even know why this is up for debate. Y'all tripping.
Are you dead ass about to do surgery right now?
Yeah, I'm about to do it. What's the problem?
You're not licensed.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. See, let me educate you on something really quick.
Oh, okay. Not this again.
When you are a doctor and you need to perform heart surgery, you don't even really need the license to do it because the license restricts you. Like, then you got to follow the board. Then you got to know how to use a knife.
It's called a scalpel.
It's called a scalpel? Sorry. You got to learn how to use a scalpel. It's just like all of those little details and things like that is really restricting on my practice.
It's in a way.
I tell my patients, the ones that are still alive, that when it comes to this stuff, like, you got to just find a way to do what that suits you best. It is just open heart surgery. It is not a big deal. There's a lot of people out here that's doing open heart surgery and they're registered, but it's just...
When I tell people, and this is a skit, but y'all could have got somebody that actually look like Dr. Brian instead of that lady. That's wild. Very, 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 very interesting. How can I ease the pain? Checking out these YouTube screeds early in the damn morning. 4 a.m. damn near. Let me see. How can I ease the pain? Let me see. And then I don't like this narrative where people be saying that black men is angry at Dr. Bryant. That's why y'all can't shut the fuck up about her. No, she's just in the algorithm right now. Whatever the new discussion is, we'll move on to that. I kind of thought it was crazy how we moved on from a man deleting 7 babies and almost getting rid of 8 and then getting rid of himself. Got taken over by Megan Thee Stallion story. That was crazy. But we've moved past that, Megan, to a fake doctor story.
That's for insurance. These insurance companies just want to take your money. I'm just charging out of pocket.
Right.
And charging out of pocket at the end of the day, that's what you can do when you're not licensed. Hello?
You popping.
Hello, Dr. Martin here, and I want to add some perspective to this conversation about licensure of mental health professionals, because I think we're losing nuance on multiple sides. So
And that's the actual doctor there. That's Dr. Raquel right there. Good morning, RLM. Let's make sure we support the supporters. RLM is a content creator. We always try to show some love to the content creators. Salute, 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 ma'am. Got her together. Dante's been a long time.
a bit of a background about me. I have a bachelor's and a master's in psychology, and then another master's and a PhD in medical and clinical psychology. In addition to that, I completed an APA accredited internship and a postdoc at Johns Hopkins University, and each of those required minimum of 2,000 hours of supervised hours. That means there were years of me being watched and corrected and challenged and refined before I could even see a patient independently. And I'm saying this because I think the actual texture of the training matters to this conversation, because there's a few things I want to name. One, I see a lot of this messaging about licensed mental health professionals being
Well, it's important in going to do all that voluntary work and doctors on borders and all this stuff. It just makes you better and more sharp. And that's no matter what field you're in. If you're in sports, if you're into construction, all these different things, it's better to be hands-on and actually in the field, because it has you prepared for all of the different things. But they try to diminish this woman's character because they're saying she's not as cute as Dr. Bryant.
The police. And I really want to state that framing flattens a complicated reality. I work every single day to interrogate whose frameworks I'm using, whose distress gets pathologized, what pathology looks like or doesn't look like, and who gets to define healing. That work is very real, and it's happening inside the field, not just outside of it, and I do it every single day. Also, a license doesn't guarantee safety. Licensed providers can and do cause harm, and not having a license doesn't mean that a coach or a peer supporter can't help someone, because many people do. Both of those things are true.
A licensed provider can cause harm because of the nature of the relationship between you and said doctor. So she supposedly has a relationship with Ray J. Ray J says 75 or some percent of his heart is not functioning. He's functioning on 25% of what his heart can do, which would make me think every single word that's being said to him needs to be official, real, and can actually help him health-wise. But he said that his life coach and therapist is Dr. Cheyenne.
What I care most about is informed consent. For example, if there are 3 options available to you and someone tells you about 2, your choice between those 2 is not fully informed. People deserve to know the full landscape. Licensed therapy, coaching, peer support, community-based healing, medication, more. They include you have to include the real differences between them, no matter what. And here's where.
So field support, communicating, and like me, I really am a loner with a boner. I really am in this bitch alone. I'm associated with it because remember, I used to be involved with Allen Temple Baptist Church, Troop 409 Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts. We used to work with some of the city leaders. We did shore cleaning. We worked with police and fire department. We helped. So when I hear I'm just an old nigga that ain't shit, I'm like, well, you can't win. Where's Michael Jackson at when you need him? Where's the Scarecrow at when you need him? What up, Loader Rebel? Let me give my dog a wrench. I messed up, Loader Rebel, and accidentally deleted people wrenches, sir. So forgive me if you can. I was cleaning up something and swiped left and deleted a bunch of people I didn't mean to delete. We're moving from that. over to what I said, Michael Jackson, right? The Scarecrow. Have you ever seen The Wiz? I want to say this.
You can win, child. You can't break even. You can't get out of the game.
You can't win, child. You can't get even. You can't get out of the game. Shout out to Micah. Micah Jackson. James Brown used to say it that way.
I won't soften my position. I am not going to downplay what years of training actually produces. Therapy is not advice. It's not folk wisdom and like a little dress or something. It's science. And clinical work draws on it. Seeing hundreds of patients across presentations under supervision over years build something that you can't be shortcut. For me, you're not getting tangential information. Okay, you're getting someone who has worked with a depth and a breadth of cases and been held accountable for that work. And therapy is not just talking. I hear all this talk about like, oh, it's just 1 hour work. As a doctor, my work with patients and families involves case conceptualization. It involves using my tools as a clinician and researcher professor to understand what led someone to where they are and what happened in their.
See, it's a little bit deeper than rap. You got to understand how the person got there so you can be able to help them get out of there. Shout out to my nigga Loda Rebel. Matter of fact, he might be able to come up here and add some value to the conversation. Let's see if StreamYard will allow me to pin it, because StreamYard has a mind of its own. We is free. There we go. It is working tonight. That's a good thing to see. Let's see what is there. Okay, we already saw that. That's good. That's Gucci.
Like long before this moment, what's happening right now and how those pieces connect to show the patterns that are showing up today. That is a different activity than a supportive conversation, even a phenomenal conversation. And what I'm not going to do is downplay the intricacies of all that I do, because the interplay of all these roles that I do daily is exactly what makes me good at what I do. Being a licensed psychologist makes me a better professor. Being a professor makes me a sharper clinician. Being a health educator who actually trains licensed mental health professionals in liberation-based methodologies of treatment makes me a more rigorous scientist. Being a published researcher makes me more grounded as a content creator. Being the creator of curriculums and programs that are built solely for the Black community makes me more attuned in every single room I walk into. Every single role feeds into the others. And I do this work every single day, not just when the cameras are on, and no one can deny that, whether they like me or not. I also want to address.
She said all in different steps make her be better at what she's at. All those things I used to do, I would think would make me closer to you. Most of the time in the Cubs and the Scouts and working at Allen Temple, the bulk of those relationships was smooth selling with married couples. The chaos and confusion typically came from women-led couples and single moms. I don't want to sound like the red pill or the fucking manosphere, but that's just the case. And all of my time doing that shit, the only time I really bumped heads was with one old rich Black dude and one white man. But everybody else was Gucci. I guess for the whole situation in hand. Since then, all shit has went haywire. Shout out to Mr. Smith and shout out to Mr. Gary, because that was the club leader and the scout leader. I believe that Mr. Gary took over after my wife passed away.
This conversation of elitism directly, because it keeps coming up. There is nothing wrong with pursuing degrees of licensure. I have never, and I will never say that school is the only path to intellect. Because
second, we got to bring up a guest. Y'all know I'll be over here multitasking. Respectfully.
Come on in.
Plan, it's always a treat when players meet. Judge.
What up, old man Low?
What's going on, Knight?
Church, tabernacle, synagogue. Masjid.
Yeah, shout out to Allen Temple.
Yeah.
Nah,
We just
that's
talking about the goings on in the space. Do you think the space thrives off of personal conflicts?
yes.
Bumping heads with another channel.
Yeah, depending on what you mean by thrive.
I mean that you're gonna get more super chats, more cash apps, more PayPals if me and whatever other channel is feuding with it. If me and John Galt is going at it. If me and
Absolutely.
Stanley Cross is going at it.
Absolutely. That's the space of entertainment we in nowadays. The mess.
And all the people that say they don't want to be in a mess. I understand you don't want to be in it, but that's where the money resides. I don't want to have that gay man play on my channel, but he coined the phrase where the money resides. I might use him anyway because I'm a whore for the cash too, god damn it.
I mean, look at what it's done for Zeus Network.
Yes, Zeus is all about the fuckery. I saw the man who owns Zeus knocked the shit out of Ray J out the clear blue. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey.
This is what it is. Don't act like it. Y'all want to see Cardi B run at what's the bitch name? I think she's a Latina. She's messing with Stevie J. Jocelyn Hernandez.
Yeah.
They want to see the squabble.
Yeah.
And it's the same in these YouTube streets. Y'all might want to be good people and say that y'all, just see the truth and you miss me with that bullshit. Y'all want to see Sharon fight with Fantastic and Angry Man and whoever the fuck. And Sharon don't have a problem with, scratching that, but if the shit go up and it gets stuck, then there's that.
Yeah, man, that's the form of entertainment. They seem to have a hankering for.
I don't even think they hate each other. I just think they know that you make money off phone. I agree with you, Reese. Yeah. Shout out to fucking a Freezy. But is that shit still going on? Because to me, that's just ancient news. Good morning, Bridget. Good morning, Chalk. But yeah, Freezy had a show every day about Anton for months. Yeah, so did Taz. Taz had a show about Anton for months. And I can't watch a long show like that, so I didn't watch all the Freezy stuff. But Taz shit was Taz make his in short little chunks that's a little bit more digestible. So I was watching Taz shit. And the same thing with what's the name? House of Hypocrites. House of Hypocrites made this shit in short little chunks, so I can watch it.
So with that subject at hand, do we blame the individuals or the temperament of the space?
The temperament of the space is they love fuck shit, but they want to call somebody a fuck nigga. Anton, I believe, gained subscribers, and Corey lost a few, but he's up. He's still up. They both won at the end of the day to me.
Right.
So, nigga, I'm from Detroit. Nigga, I'm from Chicago. Nigga, I'm from Cabrini Green. No, Robert Taylor Holmes. And I'm like, listen to these 50-somethings about to throw their fucking hip out.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Let's see if we can bear with you goofy motherfucker. Let me just say it before you get up here.
Come on in.
Plan, it's always a treat when players leave. Judge.
Good morning, Simon.
What up, Elder?
Is you not gay no more?
I only know the the term gay. I don't know that like the white people turn around and call it happy.
No, I'm black, brother. Can't you see my skin? I mean, I'm a little light, but I'm black.
I don't like men's no more.
That's what I know. I just know term gay means happy.
You was no. I don't mean happy. I mean when you was going after that nigga with the wig on.
I can't prevent these fools that want to do these pronoun bullshit.
So what you saying is a hole is a hole.
I'm saying I don't come from. But my mama did teach me about pronouns. Okay, I didn't come from that generation. Like
no. When the lights out, a mouth is what you saying.
Hey yo.
Look, if a man want to call himself a female, that's his business. Look, you still got a dick, bitch. Like, no, I don't do that.
No. We're not talking about them still having something. We're talking about you accepting something.
Hey, yo, what is happening here?
Because we know for a fact that dude didn't cut nothing off. That dude
they tried to go at me. Now I'm gonna go at them. I told them don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? You want to call me gay, nigga? I'm gonna tell you what gay's all about. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't even know what gay is.
How do you know? Wait.
Yeah.
How do you know what gay is all about?
I don't. That's what's gonna make me ignorant in this bitch because I'm gonna turn around and act like a white man. I'm gonna be like, yo.
Oh, so you got a doctorate in this shit?
No, I don't go that far, but I'm just saying. I'm saying, look, don't play around to me. Like I've had enough of this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a game. It's a game to you, man. Ain't a game to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking no nigga. You crazy? Out your fucking mind. Fuck you, gays. Fuck you.
Hey, what is happening?
Nah, they be brain too much. Yo, I have this shit all over the fucking internet. Oh, Simon's gay, bitch. I got 3 kids in the whole fucking marriage that you did, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
What made him believe it was the truth, though?
No, I just spoke to them. I was being kind. I was like, oh, they hit my link on my channel. It was like, okay.
Did you stand on panel with your shirt off?
I was just like, look, you know what I mean?
Yes or no? Did you do that?
You know the
Did you do it? Yes or no?
Yo, Night, let me tell you
no
something.
No. Because you in your living room, no clothes on, showing some kind of weird ass.
No. That's not honesty, right? Look, what I did, right? Let me tell you something.
Here you go.
All I did, I was trying to be kind because I was trying to figure it out myself. I was like,
you were trying to figure out yourself bent over a toilet bowl while listen, wait, one second. I heard somebody else say this. Simon, you know who else said this?
No.
Thigh Son.
Right.
He said the African Bambaataa used to thigh him at first. I'm like, what the fuck does this nigga mean by thigh? He would lean pressure between his thighs.
Oh man!
But don't Simon tell me this is not what happened?
You talking about African Bambaataa? Jesus Christ!
Yes, I'm talking about African Bambaataa.
Hey, why they were trying to honor that nigga death?
Nah, because that shit used to go down.
I have no fucking idea.
We had no.
Hey, you know what? If it comes down to that motherfucker did that shit, fuck Planet Rock.
Oh,
you could have called a friend.
Fuck when he gave me Atomic Age.
They used to do something.
You should be you should be ready to stone a motherfucker when you hear dun 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 dun. Yeah. How many more freaky motherfuckers? They said that the X-Clan was like that too.
Oh my Lord. X-Clan. Oh my, they were the most like, they used to like.
It was more pro-black than you.
Yeah, you're damn right. But I'm just saying,
Damn,
like,
man. Sad story for hip hop. Niggas out here making their hips hop.
No, I mean, if you want to go through your crates and dig up some old shit to re-put out, maybe somebody listen to it.
X-Game's good.
Go get an old, what the motherfucker used to be named? Get an old Ascari X mixtape and put that out. What's the other dude name? Not just only Ascari X. What's his mother? Oh, what's his name? Paris, I believe his name was Paris. He used to sound like Chuck B.
I liked his beats though. I bet you did like his beats. He was short-lived though. I don't know why. They must have caught him off. Like he was short-lived. But he had a couple of tracks.
Hey man.
I liked a bit of Paris, but I was just like, you ain't EPMD. Like, I don't know.
So your choice was Paris. What? Say that again.
I said Paris when, like, I always compare Paris to, like, I don't know, we used to get the records and shit. So I used to always compare. So it's like, I was like, Paris ain't no EPMD. It was like.
Oh, okay. You talking about Eric and Paris. You talking about Paris from EPMD.
No, PMD, there was Eric. And then
Eric Sermon, yes.
Yeah. And they go into a battle.
You're talking about Paris, the other side of EPMD.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
Right. And you said you want to plunge your hand into a cave and get you a strange Paris.
They stop.
What is hey man?
Nah, I've been in them parties, but it's just that's where it was. You know what I'm saying? There was no phones, there was no television, there was no internet, there was nothing. It was locked up.
Nobody to tell on you.
So you just got right to getting banged.
Look, I saw some shit, okay? I saw some shit.
I would believe that's exactly what y'all see. I wouldn't take that away.
Yo.
What's going on, Rapid? Good morning, Bridget. Good morning,
SD. Them early Diddy parties.
This man said he was handcuffed but couldn't see they was handcuffed, then strapped to a vice chair, and then led to whatever man's nature.
Hey, Rapid, I'm trying to figure the same thing out, gang. I don't know what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Let's talk back to the doctor.
It is not. But I'm not going to act like I know less about a topic than I do. That there's no role where that's humility. That's just dishonesty. Elitism is using credentials to dismiss, exclude, or talk down to people. Being educated is not that. And honestly, I think that this is something for the Black community to celebrate. I would think that you would celebrate that I have always used and will always use my knowledge to advocate for us, build programs for us, protect spaces for us. Both of these things can be true. Licensure is meaningful and it doesn't make someone culturally safe or responsive by default. The goal was never to elevate one path and dismiss another. It's to make sure people have the full picture so they have the choice to make from knowing all the information. And I also want to state, I want to thank everyone for advocating for me within these past couple of days. It is not lost upon me, all of the helpful messages and text messages and conversations dedicated to individuals who understood what I was trying to say and the information that I was trying to provide. And
do you get it, Simon?
Yeah, I mean,
she's transferring information that doctors and therapists and everybody else would be transferring to a person that just is a pretty picture.
No, the thing about modern day females is they say us, and they're not even talking about us as like, I mean, to a normal person, it'll be like us or we're the human race. Now you're talking about you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you went through some shit, you made the bad mistakes, you trying to like figure your life out, and you're trying to get degrees, and you're trying to like act like you're a damn man when you ain't, and you trying to survive, but you need a man in your life. Like, I don't know. That's why you're going crazy over the internet. You can post as many videos as you want. I ain't gonna believe you. Like, you're a mess. You're a whole fucking mess. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't productive.
Yes, sir. But I've never tried to fuck a man on YouTube.
Hey.
I never was on I was never on a.
I
Wait,
concur, sir.
Simon. Let's have a conversation.
I concur.
I was never on a panel telling a man that if the man looked better than me, I will let the man lead me. You said that.
All right, you can say what you want, but maybe you.
No,
said
not what. No, Simon. Not what, Simon. No, not what I say. What I want is that the truth or no?
No.
Yeah, you're delusional.
Listen, you can take shit how you want.
We watch you get at a dude, and the dude was trying to leave you alone, and you said, "Baby, baby, please, baby, baby."
Oh.
Yeah, but that's just how I talk. Like that don't mean nothing.
Right. So I'm looking at you being able to sell that to some goofy bitch that want to fuck with you.
Yo, I address that shit. I'm just like, yo, look.
Or your boyfriend when what you say his name was
I don't have no damn boyfriend.
His name is Luxury, right?
Wait a second, Knight. I don't have no damn boyfriend, okay?
Say I don't take it that far.
Wow, that's crazy.
You don't have to take it nowhere. We see what we
yeah, you think it's
What are you talking about? What's that? Yo,
Hey,
I got children, bro. Don't say I got no damn boyfriend. What? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'll speak to a motherfucking nut job on the fucking internet all fucking day long, but boy, you ain't coming in my house. What?
What are you talking about, sir?
Yeah.
Crazy out of your fucking mind if you're telling her, like, what?
If you think I'm
I
gonna get
told you,
caught.
I don't do dick. You get what I'm saying? I do pussy. Period. Like, what the fuck what? Out of your damn mind.
Yeah, that ain't sound too
Basically, just give a
convincing. but-
motherfucker some. No. I don't give a fuck about this LG what pronoun bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Like, yo, I don't give a fuck about you give these motherfuckers too much leeway. Listen. If I'm in a male toilet and a woman walk in there, I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, so if I'm in I go a door. If she in a female toilet and a man walk in there, I'ma beat his ass. Period. Like, what? Get the fuck out of here. You wanna act like a female and a male at the same time? Go about your business, bro. You're about to, I'll give you a McDonald's fucking coupon, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Period. Gotta get some lunch somewhere else.
I'm so confused.
Fuck. These motherfuckers are twisted.
Night,
Because
my
they got some
brother.
fucking pronouns. Get the fuck out.
What's happening here?
Nigga, please. I'll run you over. And I'll do it back. I'll run you over and then I'll run back and do a reverse and run you over again. Like, do not play at me, bro. That's crazy work. You know what I'm saying?
It's getting
I ain't
more
even
and more
fucking red pill.
unbelievable.
Fuck that. Unbelievable is when a man comes onto a man
They say
that
that what
doesn't
you
want a
did.
man. That doesn't want a man. It's just like, yo, what you trying to make advances on me for? Wait a second. Go and like do that shit in your community, bro. Like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You don't know who you're fucking with. You know what I mean? It's just like, what? Nah, bruh. You don't know who you're playing with. You want to come on to me where you want to. Look, if a man ever try and fucking put his face in my face and try and kiss me, they ain't gonna see their lips again. You get what I'm saying? Like, whoa. They ain't gonna see their lips again. You crazy. This ain't no TLC, bitch. Like, at the end of the day, like, what?
I'm not convinced.
Nigga, I'll drag your face to the ground. Put you through that gravel. Like, nah, bro. You're crossing lines. And yo, I'm stupid because it's just like I allowed them to do this. You know, I went into the beef sector and I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Majority of them, like 50% of the beef sector are fucking homosexuals. I didn't even fucking know. You know what I'm
So
saying? I thought I was,
you got tricked into going.
yeah, I didn't. Like, I was like, oh, you know, I thought I was having a conversation. Oh,
How long you there before you figured this out?
no, it's a while. Till these motherfuckers started coming on to me, I was like, bitch. I ain't having no argument with you about your sexuality. Go on, fuck who you want to fuck. But, bruh, don't try and fuck me. Like, what? Nah.
You got tricked into a gay bar.
Listen, I'm on some kid and play shit. You know what I'm saying? The sign on my arse says, do not enter, bitch. Like, yo, don't even try and play with me. Like, don't. You know what I mean? Do not.
Yeah, don't sign on your ass.
You know what I'm saying? You see how kid said it? The sign on my arse says, do not enter. Period. Well,
I think the period might have made him confused.
Maybe. Because they act like they got a fucking period. And I'm like, bitch, like, you want to act like a fucking female. So what does that make me if I'm going to get...
When you end a sentence with known female and
talking points
alphabet
with all of the bitch comments and all that shit, that's crazy. He is not walking up to nobody saying bitch this and bitch that. They'll stump a hole in your head.
Yeah. I don't know. These
better get you a turkey leg substitute.
Like, I couldn't even imagine. You know what I mean?
Hey, man. live your truth, brother. Don't let these niggas
I'm just saying, I couldn't imagine it. You know what I mean?
Don't let these niggas trick you out of your alphabet.
I told you I'm gonna go on an onslaught with this. I'm gonna go on an onslaught with this shit because I'm sick of it. Like, yo, look, it take one time, two time. Do not get on my fucking Instagram and ask me to send you a dick pic, bitch. Like, at the end of the day, like, I don't get that shit. A whole fucking man acting like a female. Like, saying, oh yeah, Simon send me a dick pic. Don't go to hell, nigga. You're a fucking demon. Get the fuck out of here.
The more you speak,
I get excited about that.
Nice, man.
I don't even watch porn, nigga. Get the fuck out. Wait a sec.
You can't make this shit up.
No, I'm telling you, these motherfuckers are weird. Like, yo, just because you say hello, like, I didn't even give this motherfucker my Instagram page. This motherfucker found me. Oh, send me a dick pic. I thought you was this and that. Like, oh, okay.
Well, wait. You thought he was this and that. What is this and that?
I thought they apparently in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why you trying to ask me to send you a dick pic when you're in a fucking whole relationship, bitch? It's just like, yo.
Oh, that was the issue.
No, that was the issue. Look, if that was a fucking...
You don't do married dick.
I don't fuck with married people, period. But I'm just saying, like, yo, it's weird as fuck. If you're a transsexual and you're... if you're in this LB alphabet fucking community and then you want to turn around and say, oh, I'm happy. You went through this whole transformation, okay, as a man to get breast. For some strange reason, okay, let's leave it at that, okay? And then you want to get to another man that has nothing absolutely to do with you and say, I want to see your penis. Nigga, please get out of here. That's weird. Because
you sound like you sent the pic.
It just makes me think that whoever they with approved it. You know what I mean? So, like, they're crazy as well. So you're just in some crazy fucked up situation. It's nothing to do with me, bro. Stay the fuck away. Stay the fuck away.
Period. Night, my brother.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just over here eating my soap beef sandwich. Fuck these niggas.
What is actually happening here?
We got Simon Hectic up here who dabbles on the dark side, and we are reacting to
He got a switch hitter.
yeah, he's what do we call that?
Yeah. That's actually a
It's
good
poly when you can use both hands. He one of them kind of dudes.
I ain't
He right with his toes like a chimpanzee.
Hey,
Bomb.
Let me set this shit straight. You got Miss Putty over here.
Are you hearing what's being said on this box though? Because we're gonna move forward to the next one.
Right.
Look at him, raw and silence.
I'm crying.
No, I'm just saying, like, yo, I am Polly. Like, I know what Polly is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Polly is a new dude you gonna mess with when you get to jail.
Yo, I've been in jail. I ain't fuck with them.
I'm not. I knew it was something about you. I know you're not a quitter.
Listen, when I was on that lower bunk bed and that dude was upstairs, like doing that jerk off shit, I was like, get the fuck out of here. I took
What?
him. Listen, bro.
Man, it's just I try to keep it PG and you turned it R-rated.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
now we got to put you in that little room in the back of the store.
Okay.
You can't be on the front shelf talking like that. Once you knew how old they was.
That's when I was a young kid.
Hey, man.
So what was too old to have one?
Yo, my mom died when I was really young, so
Not your mom. What was it? What was the age of consent?
I don't know. It didn't apply to me.
Your mom passing away when you was 11 didn't apply to you. The father was around?
No, I don't know my dad.
Huh?
I don't know my father. I don't know.
Wow, you thought her passing away was the best thing that happened to you?
No, I just don't know. Like, I have to bring myself up.
So no happy or sad feeling. You just happy to be here and we move forward.
Yeah. I'm alive.
What part of Africa are you from?
I'm not from Africa, bro. Stop that shit.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Indies. What are you talking about? I don't fuck with Africans. Don't get me wrong, African people. I just don't fuck with Africans.
Oh, you ain't African?
No. I don't know shit about Africa. You want to tell me something about Africa? I ain't come from Africa. My parents didn't come from Africa. My grandparents didn't come from Africa. Their grandparents didn't come from Africa. I ain't African, bro. I don't know what you're talking about when you talk about Africa. Like, if I did, I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sweat.
I didn't know if that was an accent or an infliction.
Look, I don't know shit about Africa. Okay, speak to someone else about Africa. I don't know.
I think it's like the dialect and tone that you have. So we
I'm well traveled. That's what it is. But it's just like I ain't got shit to do with Africa. And praise to the African people and salute. But I don't come from that thread. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can travel across the globe. I'm still sound like a nigga from the west side
from
of
the West.
Atlanta.
I'm from the West Indies.
Gotcha. You like the village people?
Nah. I know my history. Do you know what I mean? I know where my ancestors came from.
Where do they come from? I'm sure you're about to say trust Lloyd. What was the message? What was the message that they were trying to get across?
You don't want to know that, Nate. You don't.
I definitely do.
Nah, you don't.
Have you ever shimmy your shoulders to the song "It's Raining Men"?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you're familiar with that song, but it's kind of interesting that it came to your mind.
Yeah, I guess If that's how you want to spin it.
you said that's two fat black bitches shouting that shit because they were backed by a couple of white boys that made them sing that. You understand how that worked?
Oh, you know the history of it.
Yeah,
crazy.
Listen, I come from
Simon.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I told you I've been in them.
So what you saying is, as I said when you first got up here, you not gay no more.
I don't like men's no more.
I don't like men's. I like women. How about you? Blah 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 blah.
No, I've never been. I mean, like, I can't help it if gay motherfuckers are attracted to me. But it's just like, yo, I keep telling them, back off.
This is a thing, like.
Yeah, it's a constant, and it's fucking annoying. You know what I'm saying? It's like walking into a club and some gay motherfucker wanna like lean on you and say, "Yo, come and sit at my table." Like,
if you walk into a gay club, you know, you got it, brother. You got it, brother.
I've walked into gay places and I didn't even know they were gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an explorer, I'm an adventurer. Like,
hey, bro.
Yo, I was surprised. Like, this is a whole gay club. I was just like, wow. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you just thought it was gonna go be a little gay club?
I didn't know. I was just like, yo, this is in the middle of the city.
You thought it was gay in the front, straight in the back?
You just check. Like, it. Look, I was just like, I just walked in, right? And it's just like, oh, how come there ain't no women in here? Like, and then like,
are you serious?
Like, bro, what the fuck is that?
I was like confused. I was like,
so you walked in and you heard it.
No, I just saw a bunch of men and like they had mustaches and shit on. I was just like, oh my lord, what the fuck did I just do?
The oil chests and whistles didn't give you a warning.
Look, I didn't know. They don't advertise it. They don't put all the sign go, yo, this is gays only. It's just like, yo, I just walked in.
So you saw swinging Richards over the building, and you thought, hey,
when I walked in, it was just terrible. I was just like, oh shit.
I
don't want these motherfuckers to lock me in the toilet or some shit like that.
Knight noticed he ain't say he walked out.
I'm just listening to him. You can listen.
Damn. Like, this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the world's got too much fucking leeway these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just make shit straight again. You know what I mean? It's like people be too confused. It's like, oh, because you're gay, you think everyone else can be gay, or you can sway a homosexual, like, or sway a heterosexual. You know, it's just like, Jesus Christ, no one's just the same like that. You know, especially if you're in a fucking relationship, you motherfuckers still come on to me. It's weird. I don't give a fuck about that.
You don't
talk
care
to somebody, huh?
You don't care about the child?
What child?
What's happening here is that most of this space is talking about relationships and pair bonding with people and taking on a lot of, because are you saying that the majority of these women don't have no kids? They just right, so they hooking up with most likely some baby mamas.
Maybe. I don't know.
And when they hooking with them baby mamas, are they willing and prepared to deal with a difficult child that's in that scenario where he might be the second child or the third child?
Maybe. I mean, like, people have so much leeway these days. The laws have been passed. So it's just like, yo, you can just pick up a child. You know, it's like, I find that really bizarre because it's just like, a child's not supposed to just be picked up. You know what I mean? Like, and especially like if you're in a relationship with, you know, two people of the same sex, it's just like, that's just really fucking confusing because that child is going to grow up to understand that that's normal when it ain't. Not from my premise. I'm just saying, like, it ain't. You know what I mean? But it's allowed. So this is the world we're living in, you know? And it's terrible as far as I'm concerned. But it's just like, there you go. You know, can't do shit about it. So that's why this shit gets normalized. And you know, the people that are in these places of power within, you know, their civilization in this day and age feel like they can impose their power, whatever power they gain, right, on anybody else. And I'm saying, please do not do it to me, because I don't buy that shit. There is no way I'm gonna raise a child with another male, a house, and acting like I'm in some sort of la-di-da with him. That's crazy. Like, it ain't about the pussy. It's just I need a female next to me. We need some balance. And when you imbalance the whole scale, that's when it becomes a fucking problem. Because you're looking at generation upon generation upon generation. Children creates next generation. You don't. You're stuck. And you chose to make this decision. And your mama didn't bring you up like that. So it's just like, at the end of the day, you want to be, you know, outrageous and like, oh, I'm going to be different. We'll be different. Cool. I don't get it. I don't. It don't take too much. I don't know what they're putting in the food these days, but yo, everyone be switching up. I don't know. Crazy.
Simon is saying everything and pretty much nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. This functioning. Refresh. Why is this gonna leave?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Naya. Shout out to
Did I kick myself out of the whole motherfucking studio? Slash this back up right quick.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the Cash App and the PayPal. The Cash App is $KNIGHTIS1 and the PayPal is IDLNOILLION. Idel Noillion at gmail.com. Let me see. We want to grab up this clip. Share. Snowfall. Sped up. Because it got high. Because it got high.
Let me share this video out. Let me share this out.
What's the video you breakdancing?
No, I'm gonna share your video. I got a little group thing going on.
Oh my goodness, people that allowed you to be the head of a group. That's crazy. Do y'all know this man? So this is just a random clip.
Of course they do. They know I ain't gay. It's some bullshit.
Oh my goodness. Okay. they may be smarter than me. Let's see. I want to grab. Let's get this out the way. I'm not going to show that. We are going to go to the House of Hypocrites. That's where he just was at. We're going to copy up 209. Just snatch up that clip. That's the wrong button. Class until 9. Let me see, is this it? Add to start. And there we have it. Let me see your tongue ring. Wow. Let me see. Name me an X.
I keep saying, you see what he is doing and you see what he's saying. And I'm saying they don't equate. That's what you just said. That's what you
I'm
just
not
said.
listening. My ears closed when people start telling me their business. my ears closed because if I can't help you, there's nothing for me to say. Now, if we're having a conversation, I want to learn different people's perspectives. I'll give you this. One thing I can respect about Trey, like I said, I seen him humble himself twice towards this guy, right? Twice. And the guy ridiculed him, called him all type. I don't accept that. The guy ain't never called me out my name, but he said, he challenged me, right? Come and sit down and play cards with me. That means you challenging me. So when you challenge me, now you call me out personal when you could have just addressed what we was talking about and we cool, sis. Right?
Okay, but they got over that. I'm not sure.
No, I know that, but listen what I'm telling you. I'm pinpointing the characteristics of a guy that I'm watching presenting himself. I haven't heard Trey use foul language, which makes me want to control my language.
Me too.
Right? You get where I'm coming from? I'm talking about, I'm reading the dictionary for new words just to be able to articulate myself better because he checked it. He like, man, y'all use foul language and got the nerve to be trying to represent God. I'm like, dang, he got it.
That's a good thing.
I know it is, sis. So that's what I'm looking at. Building. How do I make myself better?
Damn.
Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy.
With that thing right there, the woo bop, the bam thing that he said, right? That's a popular slang from the Midwest. They say that in Chicago. They also say it in Milwaukee.
We don't care. We don't
Are the
care.
bounties on?
We don't care.
Sorry, are the bounties on?
Okay, well, we don't care.
We don't care about they saying that in the Midwest because I thought it was a unique saying to itself. And said I started hearing a bunch of cats from there. That's something they just say regularly. Woo wop dee bam.
Hey, yo, the fact that I give respect to Smurf, but yo, the fact that he ain't actually read the damn whole dictionary, that makes a question to him. Like I didn't even know he said that shit.
But it's like he is supposed to be like a low tier brother, right?
We don't know.
Everyone else supposed to be so above it all, but he's the top.
Bounties are on. Bye, Leonard. Bye. We done with you.
So back to the whole point of I think this man, and I think the same comment Trey seen. And then Trey ends up coming on, having the conversation, allowing the man to speak, and it says, if I wronged you in any way, I apologize. That make me like, damn, I gotta rethink what I'm doing in the sense of dealing with people, because I'm already don't like to be wrong. So therefore, you know what? I gotta do right so that I don't have to be wrong. Because I don't want to apologize.
No, that was
but when
a
I
great thing.
do, I'm apologize now.
No, that was a great thing, and both of them did it. Even JP did it as well.
Well,
so, yeah, I agree.
Well, this is the thing, right? I did it knowing I ain't do nothing wrong.
Boom.
Right.
But I'm man enough to do it regardless of who.
Matter of fact, we moved forward too quickly. We're in the wrong damn place. We got to take a step back before we even get up there. Matter of fact, let's get this right. Stop that screen and get to the screen we're supposed to be on. We're supposed to be on this. This right here. That's where we supposed to be at. That's where we supposed to be at. Let me ski. Add it to the screen. And add it to the screen. There we go. That's where we supposed to be at, right there. Full screen that up.
Also, one more thing I have to say, a lot of times men are complaining about the mental state of women, and they're in relationships with these women. And the thing that they don't realize is a lot of the pain that women suffer, even from a little child, from a little girl, is at the hands of men. there are men that complain about in these relationships that we're not mentally or emotionally equipped to be stable or emotionally stable to be in these relationships. And that's not the whole thing, because there's some fathers that play part too, but women are definitely messed up by men a lot of times throughout their entire life.
Ryan Bryan, and then Jeff Brown, and of course Veronica Conway's on the line as well. We're gonna dive deep into this. Your thoughts?
Well, I believe that obviously a mother is a primary role model and role in both a woman and a male's life. I believe that if a woman or young girl is broken at age 1 through 5 as a child, she becomes a broken adolescent and then becomes a broken woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that oftentimes men that the woman ends up dating, not oftentimes, I want to say more of the time, they end up being the ones that have to either attempt to hold her hand, attempt to help her get through that, attempt to deal with those issues. And a lot of times,
coping.
Yeah. And a lot of times, we end up using the men that we date as a container for our anger, for our resentment from our parents, for our brokenness that we have experienced as a child from mom or dad.
While at the same time still loving mom. The reason why we
Still
say
loving
mom,
but that's where
because
the
it's,
internal conflict comes
it's easy to put dad out to pasture. It's harder to put mama out to pasture. Tell me I'm lying. It's easy to say, well, mama told me dad wasn't shit anyway. So it's easy. Dads are marginalized in society anyway. It's mothers are not. Mother is like God.
Period.
It's hard to marginalize God.
Well, mother is the first teacher. Even though she's broken, she's still the first teacher. I like to call this the
Then that would mean the first good or bad teacher. Let's not just say the first teacher.
Yeah, she sets the tone. She definitely sets the tone. She sets the tone.
And that's unfortunate in a lot of cases.
In a lot of cases.
Absolutely.
Jeff, you had a question.
That's what I was. The only thing I took a issue with that you said, which the doctor kind of covered, is let's not muddy the water with blank does it too, or blank has it this way as well. When we talk about how dudes ain't shit, we talk about dudes that ain't shit. That ain't the alpha males that I run with. But I know dudes that are just plain old fucking horrible. And when we talk about them, we never go, bro, women ain't shit and it's mama's fault. No, dude, you need to own up. And that's two words that seem to escape the conversation whenever it points to feminine energy in any way. Is own up. Not your daddy, not you, nigga, you.
Wait, hold on. Because we got to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to go to the Nachama. But my question is, which road do you take? Do you take the estrangement road? After you get to a certain age, you say, I can't deal with moms no more.
Yeah.
Or do you take the how do we heal road? And I think Nachama has some keen insights on the healing road and even the estrangement road. When we come back, the unhealed nurturer. Crazy topic already.
Hard for the nigga want to stay alive. When you grab your nuts like a man and cheat your community, how to survive.
You saying that Zoe sound like a fruit?
Yeah, that was a good clip. It was just his hand movements, man. Like I don't know no man that operate like that. Like I don't know. You know what I mean? So talking about you take like two roads. Like it could be like
Yeah, there are defined roles. There's a feminine role. There's a masculine role. The feminine role is to teach you how to be so-called good in class, stay in your seat, not do X, Y, and Z. If you've never done that, hence maybe a few letters. But the other thing is, are you calling a minor out of his pocket or the woman?
No, the dude, like when he was doing those hand movements, like I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I noticed. And then but he's acting like her. So it's just like, yo, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like you're contradicting yourself. You know what I mean? Like look, you can't try to speak to a woman and act feminine at the same time. I mean, that's just fucking bizarre. This is the world we're living in today. Like men are trying to act feminine just to appease a woman, and go, okay, that ain't okay. Like, and she won't like you anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that shit. Like, just be yourself. You know what I mean? What's wrong with that? It's crazy. Well, that was a good clip. That's a good reference.
Let's get back to it. Let's get right back to this bitch. And Dash Radio.
Many adult children of narcissistic parents have told me they feel like the black sheep of the family. And if they start discussions about resolution or healing, they're often rejected, punished, pushed out, seen as wrong. Like, what are you doing? And who do you think you are? But what about those of us who can see the elephant, who do want resolution and healing? Do we have to accept the definition that we're the crazy ones? I don't think so. So let's change it up a little bit. Imagine with me now a large grassy meadow, and at the very far edge of the meadow are some tall trees.
The fuck?
Yeah, that's some Dolly Parton shit. Whoa. We're in 2026.
They're all over the place. I don't know why we jumping backwards when it was on a pee. Why you talking about anything else other than you told a woman with a bunch of kids you wasn't gonna stay with her no more, and she decided to see if the witch was real.
That's some Wizard of Oz shit. Okay.
You wanted to see if she was a hypocrite.
Yep. Yo, man. I'm like, yo, I'm sick and tired of this bullshit. Before I snuff, you're gonna know enough. You know what I'm saying? I hate delusion as a motherfucker, like doing crazy shit. But yo, night, I got to get back to work. So, salute, sir.
A
Catch you
salute.
next time.
Don't lose that job. Get that money.
All right, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. You're my elder. You know, I'd always respect you. Okay.
Salute, sir. Have a good day. We listen to the actual doctor talk about the doctor they don't think has a degree. This is Dr. Raquel that we were talking to at first, and we're not on Dr. Raquel no more. We are at the Zoet show talking. So excuse me, I mixed up shows. We're at the Zoet show talking. Dash Radio. Raquel was talking earlier.
At the top of those trees, you can see visions, opportunities.
How then? Wow. When I went to break, I talked about the two roads. Either helping your mother heal. Is it possible to help your mother heal?
Or give her the Heisman.
Or is estrangement the better way to deal with your mother? Because I see estrangement as sweeping it under the rug and it's just over there. It's a lump under the rug. But at some point, you got to deal with that. I don't think that's something you just, estrangement indefinitely. And then a lot of times.
Yeah, that estrangement shit mean you're not dealing with it. You want to be coping. You want to actually deal with whatever the fuck it is. Y'all literally talk about this shit every day. SD don't know what's going on. We talk about what's in the algorithm.
A lot of people use estrangement as a conflict resolution solution. So I'm going to bring in Nichama.
It's not a conflict resolution solution. It's not dealing with it. You're just pushing it over to the right. But at some point, you have to deal with talking to your father. At some point, you have to deal with talking to your mother. At some point, you have to deal with talking to your wife. That's a fact. You can't just I know X, Y, and Z is going on, but somehow that thing was against me and it made me feel so horrible.
And of course, Veronica, because they're on too as well. Nachama, talk to us about this process, man. How do we heal from this? What are the origins of this stuff, and how do we undo it?
First of all, everybody has forgotten that this is an energy world that you live in. Meaning, if I talk to my mother in my heart of hearts, straight to her heart of hearts, whether I ever say anything to her or whether I'm totally silent, I am communicating with her, and she knows it. The other thing is, sit down and write a letter to the person.
Yeah.
So that there is no confrontation in the moment of them being with whatever you're saying. They can sit there, reflect on it, be with it, own to themselves what parts of it are real without having to be embarrassed in front of you while they're doing it.
Wow.
They may go into total breakdown in private and then come to you and say, you know what, I never knew. I never knew. But part of what we're suffering from is that we have no business putting a woman alone somewhere to rear children by herself. We were supposed to be a community. We've allowed these people to create these little cubicle boxes, and everybody's got to have one. So then what happens is that the child is isolated with whatever brand of insanity that the mother has been indoctrinated with. Damn! The child has no other adult to look to. When you're in community, the child can say, damn, my mama's crazy. and go over and hang out with some adult in the community that is more sane. For them to have an impact on the child. The child is in no way devoid of intelligence. The child knows insanity when it's looking at it. But we say, thou shalt not see. So if you're in the house with a mother that's off her rocker, she said, you didn't see what you saw. Now you got to start doubting your own sanity. This is where the downfall comes. So we've got a lot of things that need to be addressed. We need to quit allowing this society to box everybody up and isolate them from one another and therefore conquer everybody.
Wow. Corey Holcomb had a point to make. Corey?
No, I just wanted to say, like, I always thought of writing letters to people because I know a lot of times you get interrupted and you never finish your point. But what I want to say to you is, I believe a lot of guys think of this. So if you've been with a dude who ain't never wrote you a letter and y'all don't argue, that means you probably a bitch you don't really give a fuck about. That's all I just want you to know.
Exactly.
Wow. Veronica Conway is on the line, and I know you have to weigh in on this. I know you got something to say about it. Talk to me.
Well, I'll say this. I mean, Mama is a vessel. She is a vessel. Her womb is a vessel, whether that vessel is polluted or whole. I do intergenerational hypnotherapy. I do regression therapy with folks, and I take people back to some of their original wounds, whether it's race wounds or time wounds or money wounds. And what I often find, and these are from people that would never think that they'd be open to hypnotherapy. You can get to root cause stuff that's happening. The thing is that when I regress people back into where they first felt fear, right? Oftentimes they'll go back into a time when they were in their mama's belly. And so there they are in the belly, marinating in a climate of fear or in an environment of lack, because whatever the mother is experiencing in her environment, she's going to transmit and broadcast that to the baby. So many things begin before the baby even gets here. And so we have to begin to create environments for our women that are sane so that they can pass on sanity instead of insanity.
Wow. Dr. G, I mean, in your clinical work, I mean, as a psych, as a shrink,
Well, let me weigh on something else. You know, something that I've learned.
You don't want my question.
No,
It's fine.
No,
Go
because
ahead.
I've been thinking about everything else. You know, at least in my
Fuck you, Zal. This.
There you go. When it comes to communication, actions don't respond to words; they respond to counteractions. The key is to not do overkill or underkill. And so, when words don't work, you got to figure out what the consequences. I was also thinking, about what Cheyenne was saying. You know, when you say you got to tell your mom what she done to you, I think you have to ask yourself, what's the outcome you want from it? And usually, what you want the outcome to be. Let me finish. Is that you'd like her to own up to it. So here's how I'd suggest you're doing it. What you say to your mom is you could say, I want you to hear me out because I need you to say what I'm going to tell you to say to me so that I can let go of being angry at you and avoiding you. But I need you to say these things. And what I need you to say to me is that when I was growing up, I wasn't just imagining stuff, that these things happen. And I'm not going to punish you. I'm not going to, jump on you. If you say that, I can let go of resenting you and avoiding you. Because, and if you don't do that, I'm just going to keep doing it more. And then the outcome is going to be we're going to have no relationship.
Bobby, then Jeff.
Quickly.
It's a therapeutic thing. We got to get ourselves together. What up, Red Pill Crip? What up, CKJ3? Let's make sure we look out for folks. Red Pill got a channel. Right now, an actual doctor is talking to a woman who's going to call herself a doctor a few years later. That's Dr. Cheyenne Bryan sitting next to Dr. G. That's what Zoe Williams called him.
We have to discuss roles and how they've changed so drastically that we can't avoid it any longer. Women have to return to their first nature, which is being, nourishing, and men have to be there in a directorial position, not in necessarily a dominant one, but that's like Nchama said earlier, you cannot have a household.
You can't do it because somebody's going to keep it divided. You don't have to listen to everything you say. Come on, baby, you can do this. That's problem number one. You inside her family dynamic now. It's not just you and her sneaking off and she got grandma to watch. Nope.
Without a man.
Let me ask this question. Can the women on the panel, Veronica, Cheyenne, and Margot, can you guys speak to me? Are women in general less nourishing today than they were years ago?
Nourishing,
nurturing.
It means what it means.
Are you guys less of that now?
Well, I'll add something to that before you get deeper into it. I have to say that women are definitely naturally more compassionate. And even they are. No. I'm working. Follow me now. Hold on. Women are naturally more compassionate, and naturally, and even in a hurt state where we're wounded, we're still able to. Because we have no choice. We have to carry out these duties. So, back to what you were saying. I'm sorry. You said that basically. What was the main thing?
Nurturing is the word.
Nurturing.
I got a lot of
you
stuff in my
answered
head.
some other stuff. What are you doing? Like you're not even following the flow of the conversation.
It's an important word for you to learn. It's a whole lot of people talking at the same time. And I don't think she told the story that she told is my mama's laying on the air mattress and blah, blah, blah. And it became all about the mother instead of it being an issue about this man and said woman. And now they up there fighting about it.
I have a lot of information.
Yeah,
women aren't partially aren't as nurturing as they used to be. We do need support.
That's
so
what I'm
we
asking.
can't get back to us.
We do need support. Good morning, Deborah Leonelli.
Just asking, are you guys more or less nurturing?
Zoe, that's your fault. That is entirely your fault. Because you don't understand that you don't get the answer that you asked for, the first thing come out of woman's mouth.
Yeah, she's
you got
gave me
to
something else.
Like, four things down.
Like,
you got to
what?
sit through them first three.
Cheyenne,
Sides of our brain and
yes or no?
I think women are less nurturing and less compassionate nowadays than need to be and than they used to be. I
Wow.
agree with
Veronica.
I say that we're less nurturing because we are the polarities have flipped, and we are now embodying a masculine paradigm of protector and provider.
That's suicide.
Which, when we're embodying that, there's no bandwidth left to be nurturer.
Wow.
Because we're never meant to wear his shoes.
And after this conversation, this is the justifiable conversations the women be having about what your responsibility are to do this. This 2015 LA. I think May. Let me see. Let me go look. Let me go see. This is February 9th, 2015. What we supposed to do?
That was heavy. That was heavy. Listen. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna jump right back on top of it. This topic is crazy right now. We're gonna learn something today.
Yeah.
I'll holler at you in a minute.
I'll tell you right now.
And that's the man in the space we call Uncle Jeff right there, is a younger man. 2015.
Find a light, because your mama is fucking crazy.
We're back after the intellectual rant of Jeff Brown. Corey Holcomb had something to say. Then Margot.
It's a blessing to make it to age 35. Anytime you're alive after age 35, I say it's your fault. If you whenever I meet a woman and she's 35 or older, I always ask her, is it okay for me to have a conversation with the last two guys that you dealt with? Because it's going to help me. It's going to help me make sure everything I think you are.
And what did she say?
Just
No.
that. Well, a lot of times they get mad, but I've had a couple of girls bold enough to let me talk to the guys, and it just confirms everything I thought she was, because I know who you are after I talked to you a couple of times.
Right.
And when you talk to the guys who she used to be with, if you're intelligent, you'll be like, yeah, this is a bitch. This bitch ain't shit. That's why she ain't got nobody.
Wow.
I'm
That's
just
heavy.
saying.
That's heavy.
Most of the time,
That's why I love Corey. Corey talk demo shit. The king of these shit talking. Let's get some support, y'all. We've been here 2.5 hours. Support the show. Support the show.
Must be this money.
Get the money. Get the money. Oh, don't forget the money.
Yeah, where the cash at? Where the cash at? You think you gonna pay me?
I need a dollar, that's what I need.
Hello, bro. I'm trying to get the money. Talk to me about money.
Where is the money?
We need our money.
Don't you think it's about time you gave me my money?
Support the situation. Is money is love.
You could donate on PayPal now, and you can donate on the Cash App.
Thank you very much. All right.
Let's see. Let me see.
Crazy bitch.
Is it impossible to heal, Mom?
I don't think it's impossible for mom to heal, but mom needs to know that something's wrong. And I think that those children also play a part in the mother's healing. And I know that me, myself, I've been in a position where there was some healing that needed to be done. And I was like, I refused. I'm not living with monkeys on my back or with resentment. I would rather be free in my mind and be happy and sleep well and be able to look in the mirror. So I have went to my mother before.
And some people can't do that. And some people have confronted their parents. My little brother confronted his pops, and I was like, what? But yeah, that's something that happens. I'm a man now, Daddy.
And I said, and I've talked with her. I didn't have to write her a letter. And I actually talked to my dad too, and I wrote him a letter. And actually, some things blew up as far as my dad goes, but I was honest. I was real. And I said, this is what it is. And actually things got better between me and my mother and me and my father. And things were always good, but there were a few things that definitely were interrupting my growth that I feel that were hampering me. And I think that a child has to have the courage to be able to go to their parent. And some parents are crazy as hell. You can't go to every parent and talk to them possibly. And in that case, I think that a child.
In that situation, you need to work on yourself. Understand you got childhood traumas. Understand what you've been through. Say it out loud to somebody, even if it's not a therapist. And you gotta move away from it. You can't find the thing that hurts you and then just spend all your emphasis and power on what don't like you. Shout out to moms and pops. They did the best they can do. They was a young married couple. But I think I get it now.
Should find somebody they can talk to, and usually God, the universe, always sends people your way anyway. Just keep your eyes open. So,
Jeff,
I only disagree with a little bit of that, and that's the need. Some people can outgrow if they pay attention and do the personal growth enough to not need that knowing where it's going.
Right.
Okay, if you got a parent that you see trying to make changes to be different than the person that raised you.
Right.
That's one thing. But if
some people have an issue though. They bring the grandbabies around, they be like, leave that baby alone. And they be like, wait a minute, I used to get whooped for touching this organ. I couldn't play this piano. I couldn't be in the house doing it. Yeah, but see, they got older. They knew what that shit they did was wrong. They trying to be loving to the grandbabies. Maybe they skipped a generation.
mama still the same crazy heifer she was, and you knew that you was gonna get your ass cussed out in the same way you saw all them dudes she dated. What is the point? I just don't get it.
Jeff, what you have to do is, if you have a parent like that, you mail them a real long spoon and you tell them this is the symbol of our relationship. Mail them a long ass spoon. This is our relationship. It's right here. Okay.
I like that. You got some product placement right there. Yeah, you got a product, bro. You need to.
I gotta say, Corey, I love that. Can I say one thing?
Quickly.
If you are not able, if anybody out there expects to have a healthy relationship, if you are not able to go to your parent and have a conversation, I don't care how crazy they are. If you can't at least get your feelings out and be able to have the courage to stand up for yourself, then what are you going to do in the world? Like, what's going to happen to you? You know, there's no transformation. No, it is the courage. A lot of
they say that's what they want. They want you to be in a constant state of dealing and coping with all of the bullshit and be.
Come on in.
Plan, it's always a treat when players leave.
Wait a minute. Let's try that one more again.
Come on in.
Plan, it's always a treat when players leave.
Let me ask you this, LA. Well, first of all, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Do you think we should be a frayed nerve, a hot wire, always having to have a conversation with our parents, our cousins, and everybody else to confront them and say that something they did during our lifetime affected us in a way where we can't function in life?
No.
Isn't that what she's saying, though? That you got to confront your mother, you got to confront your father and let them know that their parenting skills was X, Y, and Z versus this was the time and that was that is what was accepted. I come from the time of corporal punishment. I don't want to just say, oh, yeah, my parents was a monster. Unless that shit was abusive. If you was getting whooped with race car tracks and extension cord, yeah, your parents didn't like you. Motherfuckers hated your ass.
Damn, I would hate it.
If you got whooped with all that different shit, yeah, for damn sure.
I did, man. Fraternity paddles, stitching cords, switches.
I got whooped with that shit too, so that was abusive. But I say this about when I think about it and go back on it. They wouldn't give a fuck. You could confront them as much as you want to. They probably tell you because you was a little badass motherfucker.
I thought it was, do the programming off the plantation, but
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Apparently I was hated. Damn.
You think you was like being whooped? Let me see all the things. I've been whooped with a shoe. I've been whipped with a extension cord. I've been whipped with a thick ass leather strap. I've been whipped with a motherfucking a switch. You know all the shit I'm naming break your skin. You know that, right?
Yeah, often.
And the cold part about they whoop our ass and make us go take a bath, so it's just the water's pink.
Yeah, or they'll whoop your ass after you get out.
Oh, you really don't want no ass whooping after you got out the shower. Cause you're a little sleepy too. Oh my goodness, you don't want no you don't want no after a tub of crut you've been sitting there and ass whooping.
Yeah, man, crazy work. But I ain't felt like it was something to confront nobody about. I just knew that's not what I wanted for my child.
Yeah, and I think a lot of us overcorrected on that situation also. Because now these kids, listen, and I wish people would understand the role that they play. When you in a situation where you got a whole family, wife and kids and whatever else, and mom is always saying, don't tell your daddy this and don't do this. She is literally teaching that young man or that young woman how to not respect authority at all.
Yeah.
I had my kids on a schedule because it was routine. They ass gonna be in the bed at 10 p.m. whether they want to or not. Why? Because when they babies, I got them on the schedule. Yeah, my kids had to literally fight they sleep and everything else. Mom said we don't gotta go to sleep in. I used to tell them, listen, little nigga. When I was younger, we used to hear dun, 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 dun. Wasn't shit else to watch. You saw the motherfucking flag.
The TV went off.
And the TV was off. There wasn't no channel to turn to. Unless you want to see some infomercials.
You get that little multicolor screen with the beat.
Yep. and that's the thing. We don't have that no more. Let's talk about something that's a little bit more relevant. What do y'all think about all these alien walked into Washington and they saw something on the satellite and all kind of alien sightings?
I don't know if that's unraveled truth or distraction.
You haven't heard about it, LA?
Yeah, you always hear about it. I mean, honestly, it's one of them things where how long has it been going on? Are we just noticing? Because before, when you talked about it, it was crazy, but now it seemed like it's one of those things that's open. Because
it's a lot of emphasis put on it now. I remember like a year and a half ago, them talking about they found a Nephilim. 2 of them.
Well, it was a point where you ain't see this shit unless it was in the Inquirer in the grocery store.
Oh yeah, the Inquirer, that fake ass newspaper.
That's all I'm saying though. But that's the only way we even seen something like that publicized.
I think it's arrogant to think that we the only thing in the universe.
Absolutely, especially as unintelligent as we prove to be.
Oh yeah, we dumb as shit. Listen, we on here every motherfucking day. Oh, let me acknowledge the people that support the channel. Let me do that for sure.
Thank you for the money. Cheese, Betty, the dough. Buddha, scratch, Skrilla, paper.
Shout out to the Red Pill Creep for supporting the channel. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let me see who then popped up in the chat. We didn't acknowledge the Red Pill Crip coming in the building. The Inquirer was the first. Yeah, that was the Inquirer. LA is up here. Deborah Leonella, I already said what's up too. Yeah, what's up, SD? He didn't ever understand what's going on. I don't think I said hello to Shiesty Bum. What's going on, Chocolate? Bridget M. My Reed. Here's a bigger question. Why is it so hard to love somebody?
What you mean?
I mean, LA. You say you be ready to choke a bitch almost every time I see you.
That's a whole fact.
So hard. Why is it so hard to love a woman?
Because that video that you showed me that one time with Bill Hicks, that shit explains.
Oh yeah. You can listen. That man says
it was so perfect.
We living in the Garden of Eden. You can have whatever you want, and blah 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 blah. And then Eve says,
"That shit went all wrong."
I think it could be something more.
Yeah.
Then we looked at fucking Joe Rogan and Melissa Ford was on there talking about what am I not getting about the joke? What you not getting about the joke, bitch, is you got everything in you bitching.
Dude, it don't make any sense.
And my thing is with the niggas, why are you killing yourself to give somebody who would be complaining when you've given her a house, 2 kids, a dog, a fucking Astro van, a backyard, vacation time, got her nails done,
Because they all do the same shit. None of them will ever be satisfied. They always start out as satisfied or pretending to be satisfied, but they never will be. So at that point, you just jumping from one heifer to another.
No. You got I believe her name is Lucy holding that football saying, "Load the man, kick it."
Mm-hmm.
And every time he kick it, he end up on his ass.
See, that's his fate. That's his fault, though. He should have kicked Lucy in the fucking face after the second time. You ain't got to worry about that no more, bitch.
I would have said, get everything to sign up where everything is in your name or your mama's name or whatever else, so you can be like baby, rubbing your fingers, saying some crazy shit, because you know that ain't nobody finna get none of your money from you. But that's not what they do. You got the greats. Tiger Woods was a phenom in golf, and then he messed around and met a white babysitter, and all. And she fucked the Sonic coins out that nigga. And the minute he cheated, oh shit, the lottery.
What Kobe wife do? He bought her $8 million ring.
That's a Latina, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
See, that's the thing, man. You can't be fucking 14 with side bitches.
Why not?
Cause he's still banging the chick that he get to the town. So he banging somebody from Sausalito, then get to Merced and banging chicks from Merced. That's why do you be seeing these niggas be on IV pumps?
Mm-hmm. They be tired.
Why you need an IV? You young.
They banging too many chicks.
The bitches is fucking, like I said, the Sonic chips out these niggas. Then I was on the panel yesterday with Coach Ferg talking about my wife can't clean no gutter. She can't clean her car. She can't change her oil. She can't change her You niggas is annoying. So she's a non-functioning adult. I'm asking for a friend. Let's see.
They all non-functional.
I find a function for them. 10 way to Sunday. I find a function for you. This woman went on. Listen, they say she was a video vixen. I don't agree with the video vixen shit, but shout out to the motherfucking shout. Let's continue.
Yeah, what year was this? That's what I meant to ask you.
That was February 2015, 11 years ago.
Oh wow. I didn't know Corey was on YouTube this long.
Corey been in these YouTube streets for 16 years because he left the Foxhole in 2000, I believe. And he been here ever since.
So he was one of the first ones to really start doing this.
On that, called the Foxhole. It was Zoe, Darlene. What's the gay dude name? They had a little light skinned dude that looked like Prince. He had a show over there. Speedy's Corner. It was a bunch of shows, and Corey was up with Darlene. So him and Darlene been together for a minute. But he's a boxer. He got to find new ways and new. I still don't. People be talking about do a rematch with Terrence. I don't think that should ever happen again.
Wow. Corey should be, if he's been on that long, he should be much bigger than he is then.
No, he's pretty big though.
How many sabs you got?
5150 show is filling up comedy stages everywhere. How many? He got to have some millions. Let me see. Corey Holcomb.
I think we looked that up. I want to say I don't even think he got a half a million.
I'm positive he got more than that. He be having 100,000 in the chat.
Just off one or multiple platforms?
One platform. That motherfucker ain't smart like that.
Yeah, Red Pill said he got 350K.
That's all?
Yeah. I think we looked it up before. That's why I say he should be much bigger than what he is.
Let me see. This one I'm looking at says 479,000 members. 5150 show. 470. I thought he had more than that though.
Yeah. I knew it was around 500.
Yeah, 3,000 away. That's crazy work.
That's what I'm saying.
More needing the watch hours to get monetized again. But yeah, when I get monetized, I'm gonna be over there on Sir Knight channel because this channel is where I'm gonna put the commercial, whatever else, because these motherfuckers piss me off. I gotta change my whole way of getting money off these YouTube streets. So it will be commercials, it will be affiliate links, it will be lead generating thing, a bunch of fucking marketing.
Gotta make that money.
I cannot see member counts until I am back in the what they call that shit when you signed up with YouTube.
Partnership.
When I signed up to the partnership. I'm not there yet. Shout out to Just Hear Me Out. I had 280 subscribers yesterday. You know how many I got today, LA?
300.
507. Shout out to Hear Me Out for getting me over the hump as far as that part go. What's going on, Rapid One? So he got me 227 subscribers.
Oh, God bless you.
Overnight.
A lot of people are afraid to face their parents.
I ain't talking about them.
That's true.
I'm just talking about people in general. A
Is
lot
your
of
mother
people still
taller
feel
than
like a
you?
child, and even at 50
I
years
know
old,
you
they
ain't
still
afraid
feel
to
like a
face
child.
no
Their mother's
woman.
parents. Yes, I'm 6'2". Yeah, and my mother is tall. She's 5'11". So,
I
yeah.
think
Cheyenne?
I think it boils down to what Doc over here said. Pretty much, what's the
Look
outcome
at her grabbing on that
for
white
your
man.
life, and what is going to assist you the most in your impairments? Is it worth it?
He said
I was on the channel last night and I pulled up this clip because I have receipts when I say shit. Fuck what I'm saying. I ain't nobody. Let me pull up the proof and the date and everything else. But yeah, that's definitely Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, 2015 February.
Okay. She got some tittle biggies. Why she grabbing on that white man like that?
I think that everybody was over there was on some kink shit.
She's sitting so close. Bitch, you ain't gotta
Exactly.
that way, man.
You're not creating no space.
God damn, he close enough to smell your perfume.
She want what she want.
Which is what you said, right? Is it worth it? I mean, are you having this conversation just because you heard a radio show that said you need to have a conversation with your mom and dad, write a letter?
Right.
Or did you really do a self-reflection and say, you know what? Because of these issues and because of these traumas I've experienced, it's necessary for me to have this conversation. What is that conversation going to do for me?
That's right.
And does it make sense? And if it does move forward, if it doesn't continue in your life and try to heal within yourself, because there's many other ways to heal besides having a conversation.
Bobby and Doc.
Several years ago, I dated a woman who had a daughter who was grown, and she was the worst mother in the world, and it put me in a real awkward position because I watched her.
If you don't understand who that man is named Bobby Glanton. I forget his last name, but they greased up the chairs and started sharing the interviews.
I thought that nigga was Dr. J for a minute. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Not at all.
You know, talk and do things to her daughter that was just criminal to me. Long story short, the little girl was about 7 years old, and I pulled her over and I said, look here, you're going to make it on your own because your mother is sick and crazy, and she don't really love you. She would just run up to her all the time. She didn't love her.
I don't agree
She
with
didn't
that.
love her.
Wow.
Okay, I'll tell you why I had to tell this little girl that.
No, not this conversation.
No, I had to
Hold
tell
on,
this little
but Jeff,
girl.
hold on, because we got an order
girl
here.
when she get grown.
That she was on her own right.
You wanted me to pause it?
Yeah, that shit was stupid. Nigga said he told a 7-year-old girl, you got to be on your own because your mama don't let you.
Well, listen. The hard realities out here is we don't know who's going to be the most influential. A drug addict, your auntie, we don't be knowing. Not at all.
I'm just you think he actually told a little girl you gonna be on your own because your mama don't let you? Or you think he does this for TV? That's some crazy shit.
He said he does it just for TV?
No, I'm asking you, do you think he just said it just because just for TV? Or you think he actually did that shit?
Whatever Corey is saying, no matter how foul it is, he's saying it because he's trying to get it out. And he ain't get angry if you don't let him say whatever goofy shit is on his mind.
That old man said it, not Corey. Corey innocent this time. That's
what Bobby Glanton Smith talking don't matter because that's a bygone era. Me talking about what I did with a woman in the 80s and 90s, another bygone era. These new women are new women, and they're even my age. So if, I'm 52. So a 52-year-old woman my age is out here fucking dancing Afro beats, twerking more than the young girl.
That's a fact. Throw that thing back.
Throw that ass in the circle, that's for sure. So I don't know, I guess a girl could find an older woman to say whatever to, but where?
In the club?
No. Them old women is competing with these young girls in its current state of time.
I'm looking for me an old woman. They cut checks.
Oh, you want you a grandma?
Yeah.
Meemaw.
Yeah, they cut checks. Go ahead and buy me a new PlayStation.
Yeah, I'll take your money. I'll take her money.
Yeah, that's a fact. Send her a big pic once in a while, make her feel good about herself. Send me that money.
I don't feeling good about herself, but I send her over while I'm sitting in the car with the Confederate flag on as a hat.
That's a fact.
Guess that's what you got to do if you mess around over there. They got to convert you.
You got to do what you got to do.
Let me see. Bomb Sherry. I see Golden Genius. That's savage. I want Tony Golden. That's what we're looking for. Tony Golden.
Look at Chalk hating. She probably be cutting checks.
Yeah, she got a young man blowing her back out.
That's a fact. Buying him some
She
slippers.
can't afford it. The kids stuff is all off him. You got to stop letting that dude knock the lining loose. I'm looking for a specific thing. Keep taking the James Bond and all kind of other shit. All I'm looking for is damn it.
Motherfucker.
Let me see. Shock. What up, Dollar Washer? We can get back to them. Bobby Glanton got the Southern way of seeing things.
That nigga full of shit. He ain't telling nobody that.
I tell you, this damn StreamYard is a motherfucker.
I see you clicking a lot of buttons, but ain't shit happening.
Yeah, because this shit is supposed to have been and like played. And I don't know why. It's out here. Bobby Glanton and Corey. Don't know why.
Right now, I hated to do that,
But
but
that's
that
the
little
truth.
girl, man, this girl wouldn't even feed the little girl.
Wow.
You see what I mean?
Wow.
She let her lay up in her own piss.
Wow.
So what am I supposed to do? I said, look, you're on your own. I hate to tell you this, but you got to find other people other than your mother to help you make it in this world.
Absolutely.
Dr. G?
Jeff, write this down. Having horror heard helps heal hurt.
Yeah.
Having horror heard helps heal hurt. And
Yeah.
what that means is find someone, because I'm a trauma specialist. So I've seen people have been raped and molested, all kinds of awful things. And what happened is when they finally got out the horror, and the reason people are afraid to get out the horror is because they're afraid they'll just keep getting flashbacks. And I remember people saying, "Am I wrong or am I weak?" And I remember that they just got the horror, and I said,
Why is he sitting so close to that white man?
And what happened is they collapsed.
She finna give him all that good old
That is
advice.
crazy.
She finna give him all that good old advice that John Gall gave me.
Yo, that is crazy. Bitch, you was sitting on his lap.
She touching him. He said, having horror heard. So you got to tell somebody, L.A. Wilkes, I was born January 25th, 1970, brother. When I was 5, I took a refrigerator apart completely because I wanted to see how it worked. I got whooped with a chancleta. You know what that is?
Yes, a slipper.
That's a house shoe.
Yes, slipper. What you call slippers.
And it didn't stop there.
Did you hide that horror?
I gotta live with the horror of being whooped with a chancleta. And then the next time, oh my God, I said something crazy, yelling at one of it was either my sister or cousin, something else, and I was asked to come here, and I got whooped with a extension cord, and the whelps broke the skin. And you know what I was told?
Shut up, stop crying.
Go get your ass in that motherfucking tub and wash your motherfucking ass. Then I was given some super warm milk and sat in the motherfucking bed that was 2 stories high with a bunch of big ass comforters where you can barely move your body around.
Not that.
That's that sleep therapy.
Not the warm milk, huh?
Warm milk and a heavy ass blanket.
And Oakland. What the fuck are you drinking?
That's everywhere. Chicago, New York. Hey, listen, I'm positive 18th letter is crying in the chat right now.
What the fuck are you drinking out of? What is that? Why are you doing this? What is wrong with you, son?
It's a measuring cup.
I hope the guy that's not liquor.
This is
that box wine.
Chablis.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Chablis is?
No.
It's wine, white wine.
So why are you drinking out of a measuring cup?
You've been up here enough days to know I have a chalice.
Yes.
I also have a mug, an old medieval mug.
Yes.
Some rotten motherfucker was talking shit to me the other day because they saw me using this measuring cup because I fucking felt like it. Look, I keep my pencils and ink pens in my mug. See that? Beautiful mug, right?
Okay.
I could be drinking it out of here.
Or you just get a glass like a normal person and not be a fucking savage.
No, because I fucking feel like it. Fuck these tramps. Just because the form of it and it got some fucking letters on it, you pieces of shit. Let me live. God damn it.
So you just took a measuring cup one day. And
listen, Chalk, you talking that hoarder shit. What am I hoarding? I got all my shit on Facebook Marketplace to sell at an affordable price. I'm emptying this bitch out. It's a clearance sale. So fuck you. Respectfully. Let's get back to Cheyenne Bryant 11 years ago.
Rubbing all on that white man.
They just started crying and they collapsed. But then I waited it out. I didn't rush them with a solution. And then after 5 or 6 minutes, they go like this and they would be 10 pounds lighter. So, and find someone who can hear the horror.
So basically what he's saying is therapy is like taking a shit. You got to get that weight up off you. And then when you feel lighter again, you know what you motherfuckers do. Go eat some more shit.
Why is she sitting that close to that white man? I just can't get over this shit.
Hey, he got that bread. That John, all you got to do is sniff. Got that dope. I got that dope.
Like, that's crazy.
Listen, the white man's ice is colder.
Without giving you a solution, without fixing it, to make themselves feel more in control. But having
my question is, why is she looking slow? Like somebody should be walking her to the yellow bus.
So she's supposed to be real pretty.
That's what they be saying. How do you feel about her right there? You're looking at her. That's real life, real time.
She's like an alien with Down syndrome.
She is average. All you got to do is get another LA woman, let her stand next to her and say, I tried to help her. He was a lot of these people.
Look, rapper says she learned the therapy from him. Oh no, is she learning therapy from him? I think she learned how to sit on his lap. That shit is crazy. She ain't got to be that close to that motherfucker. She's so far away from all the black men, but made sure she 2 inches away from. What, they ain't got no more microphones for? She a guest or some shit?
She is a guest. She has a microphone pinned on her somewhere, and they did have a mic for her. So she decided she wanted to play her own game today. She wanted to play California politics.
Here come my people texting me early in the fucking morning.
Hey man, you a popular dude. You connected to some bread. So if I was you, I would break bread or fake dead. Say bye, old nigga. I'm finna go get this money I got set up in this goofy ass program.
having the horror heard helps heal hurt.
Wow. What's up?
I totally agree with that. What I'm saying is this showdown, this conversation, this engagement with the individual.
You say we don't necessarily need it.
I don't think you necessarily
made that
need
point.
that. And
so you give up on your people?
Huh?
You give up on your people?
You know what? Certain people got to be wrote off. You can't save them all. You can't save them all.
Let me just say this. I'm with Nechama. Nechama says it's an energy thing. And I believe energy can never be destroyed. It can only change form. And with that said, I want to throw it back to Nachama and ask, how do these children transmute that energy of trauma in their next relationships? Like, how do those new relationships teach them or give them signs to say, okay, this is
motherfuckers pick and choose. If they want to be focused on a woman that fucked over, people pick and choose, and we both abusive to each other. But stay together. Stay together.
Oh my God.
Let's stay together. We were made for each other. All that shit back then. I can think of them days when living in my life was all that a man could do, but I could never see tomorrow. I could only think about the sorrow. How can you mend a broken heart? That's what they want niggas doing. Crying, begging.
Is that how you get the money?
I ain't got shit. I got some shit from Red Pill Crip.
This is what you got from her, and this is how you undo that. Nachama?
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of things that I'd like to say right there. One is that I want to tell a little quick story. Me and my mother, we've always had a pretty good relationship, even though we went different ways in certain places. But when I became aware of energy, I went back to my mother. And what I did with my mother is I asked her to step aside. We went out of the main house, out of somewhere where we were alone. And I asked her, I told her, I want to give you a hug. I said, and whatever you experience in this hug is your experience. If it feels sexual, whatever it is, you own it. So I gave her a hug energetically. She went into multiple orgasms and started crying and crying and crying and crying. And I just kept holding her, just let her go through it. And then when she stepped,
she gotta learn and go through the cycles.
What kind of bullshit is that? What in the fuck is we? What?
It's called fuck therapy. And if you're a really loving guy, when you hear a moan, crying and everything else, hold her a little bit tighter and whisper in the ear.
Did he say his mother?
Yeah, he confronted everybody.
What I'm saying is his own mother that gave him birth.
I confronted my mother and his father.
I'm not the part about confronting. I don't have an issue with that. I don't know why we stuck on that.
That's his thing. His thing is to confront people.
But you once again, Nightis, why are you playing this game? You know the part I'm talking about.
I'm just saying that some people feel they got to have all these confrontations with all these people. That doesn't mean that the output is going to be the outcome is going to be positive.
Sir, he said his mother had an orgasm while hugging him.
Yeah.
That's weird as fuck.
No, it's the energy that he put off with women in general. He has that kind of voice and demeanor where any woman can get off. Even
that is what is wrong with you.
Nothing. I'm just saying.
Yo, rap it. Nightis kept playing like I'm going crazy.
As much as these women be talking about they don't never get off, you mean somebody hugged you and you got off and they complaining about it? So it goes back to our original thing. Maybe just like mother, she never satisfied. And then you always gonna have a motherfucker co-sign goofy shit. What you got? What's it? Weird bitch name? Cassandra. I don't give a fuck about your co-signing this nigga LA. LA is out there with some Dominicans. He can't even be around you black bitches.
You're a hater, dog. What is wrong with you? They got black women.
I'm saying, you know you can't fuck with no black woman.
You
Listen, you a young man too. You should make you in your fucking life. And the box is trash.
Sir, you are out your mind. I love my sisters. Doug, but you're not gonna sit there and tell me this crazy.
You love your sisters too from afar. As long as that bitch stay over there, you can love her.
Sir, this man went on this show with these weird ass people, said that he told his mother, let's go outside and we're gonna hug. And whatever emotion you have, let it happen. And he hugged her and she had multiple orgasms and he just kept holding her while his mom was having
But she's
orgasms.
Asian, right?
Who? I don't know this nigga, man. I don't know who he is.
Okay. It is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
His name is Nachama. So I don't know what she is neither.
This nigga need help. Get him off the screen.
Back from me, the first things out of her mouth were, "You're the only man I've ever known in my life."
Wow.
That's deep.
Share my you break down my wall.
Oh my God, cuz. This nigga talk about his fucking mama.
Where you don't follow, I don't want to have to go. Where? This one Whitney Houston shit.
This nigga is out his fucking mind.
This passion inside. There's
He took my day with this one, son.
hide. Whenever I'm with you, don't make me close no more doors.
Chuck, I'm with you, Chuck.
I don't want to hurt anymore. Chalk knows she need this kind of therapy. That deep tissue shit. That deep tissue shit.
That's some weird shit, man.
And nothing was said. It was all energetic. This is how powerful the energy world is.
That's what I'm saying. Chama, can you connect the dots for us for women who, because they say statistically, 80% of women don't have orgasm. Can you connect
talk about his fucking mama
unhealed
though?
hearts and wounds with the orgasms and the energy and all of that? Can you
But
connect
see,
that?
for a woman to be disconnected from her orgasmicness is for a woman to be disconnected from God. That orgasmic energy moving through a woman is her connection with her direct life force. She has got to be in denial of that, which is to deny the existence of God, to deny the existence of life. Even though she is the embodiment of it, she brings it forth. So it's got to create tremendous conflict in her. Wow. So the moment that she comes back to that, if I do a session with a woman, I don't need to tell her anything. When she starts to feel that orgasmic energy moving through her, she immediately knows how off herself she has been, how out of alignment she has been.
Okay,
Without me telling
Nachama,
her.
I gotta ask you. If orgasms are the epitome or the apex of satisfaction, would the lack of orgasms be the epitome of dissatisfaction? And are a lot of women parenting from a space of dissatisfaction?
Totally. And when I speak of orgasm, I'm not talking about some little thing that happens in the clip where a woman has a little moment of, it's kind of like a man ejaculating. Ain't nothing to that. But I'm talking about an orgasm where the woman is totally alive from head to toe. Everything in her is impacted by the experience. So she feels herself as the goddess that she actually is, but it's firsthand.
Wow.
So Nachama, would I be correct if I get into an argument with a woman who I
Here we
feel
go.
is bitter
Here
and
we
I
go.
say you non-orgasm having bitch? Is that correct? Is that correct right there?
This nigga is
It's a fact. I don't.
This nigga.
The chum is like, I don't know if you should say that.
The approach might not be ideal, but I'm on point, right?
I know I get a little irritable.
As Corey said, the guys is the guys. You know who's down and who ain't, and I'm sure all of that stuff is fun. I have silence.
When I haven't had an orgasm, my man will be like, "Yeah, come on."
Okay, listen, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna
Let me bring
Pull
some
that-
peace back up in there.
Pull that Toro out the closet.
we'll be back at 2.2.
My brother and I no longer have contact. We did have contact nonstop. For all of those years, I had no contact with my mother. My brother and I were tight as could be. Except when I reintroduced my mother, somehow there was separation. He started distancing himself. He started treating me cruelly. There's many different level of reasons for this. But my narcissistic mother was really doing something that we call triangulation, or separating, or slicing. Taking the siblings, both my brother and I, as well as our step siblings, my two step brothers and my stepsister, and dissecting each one of us against each other. Talking bad about one to the other, then going to the other one and talking bad about that person. And this way, and I'll talk about triangulation in another video. But this way, the narcissist controls all the information. They control the flow of communication. Everything goes back to the narcissist. They're in control. And they love to see the battle and the misery between the siblings. They thrive off it.
In my case, my mother told me the most horrifying stories about how my father abused her, kicked her in the belly when she was pregnant with me. Once he knew she could not abort, how he beat and abused my older brother, while always doting on me. I am sorry if this makes you feel bad now, and remember, she was not sorry when she was saying it to a 7-year-old, me, when I was still missing my father terribly. She instilled in me that I should be eternally grateful to my brother for not abusing me in turn, especially when she finally left my father 7 years later. Now, what was I supposed to do with all of this when I was that young? She was hoping that I would start hating my father and cut him off, which I did, only now realizing she just did it to spite and punish my father, and the way I felt. I still find that traumatic to think about those things even now. That didn't matter at all. She has achieved her goal, and that what was truly important. Now, if she really appreciated the impact that it has on me, she would also try and brainwash me into believing that was the best thing to do somehow, and she was right to bring it all up to me.
Child who grew up with a narcissistic parent who alienated me from my father and his family. Any form of contact they made, my mother would turn it into, look, they're stalking us. How creepy are they? They want to take you away from me, and so on and so on. It was a very tumultuous way to grow up. I want to reach out to others who are experiencing parental alienation. I've seen videos of parents, mostly dads, sharing their stories, telling what they're going through, and I'm like, wow, that is so my mother. In a way, I find it refreshing to know that I'm not alone. My mother wasn't the only lone crazy woman, and there are others. And then on the other side, I'm just devastated for the people who are going through
Man, parental alienation, gaslighting, I mean, the emotional manipulation that's in play that a mother has. My question is, and I'm gonna throw it to the doc really quickly. My question is, do mothers, and not just mothers, good mothers, bad mothers, but specifically this topic is about bad mothers. Do the bad mothers use female privilege to really just enforce a lot of these negative traits that make them bad mothers? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm mom and because I'm a woman, you know, I'm not accountable for all of the stuff that I put in this kid, that I poured into this kid. And I wanted to ask the question to all of the women here, and we'll get to it. Do women do that nurturer on the inside gets turned off when the relationship with the dad isn't right?
When you go on a survival mode.
I'm talking to the doc.
You know, you bring up something, and we should do a whole show on this. We should do a whole show on this. What you're bringing up is when people feel entitled and self-righteous, they're incapable of giving anything to another person. So when mothers may feel entitled, but a lot of men can feel entitled, and you can't feel entitled and care about anyone else. But the thing I wanted to bring up, any of you who, and I want what Nachamba says, any of you who subconsciously know and feel that you will only be free when that mother dies and you wish her dead, that doesn't make you a bad person. And you may think you're guilty because you know that's the only thing that will free you. What you're upset about is her behavior. You may love motherhood, but your mother is totally composed of abusive behavior. So if you have that conflict and thinking, I'm a bad person, I must be a bad person. I mean, I just wish my mother were dead. What you're really saying is, I want relief from this, and the only way I'm ever going to get it, because it's never going to change, is for her to be out of my life or out of her life. So take the guilt off you. You're not a bad person for wishing that. Now, if you try and make it happen, you could get into trouble, or you'll get your own TV show. But it's the behavior that you can't stand, and so don't do a guilt trip on yourself wanting relief from that.
Wow. Listen, we have another special guest who was abused, I'm told.
Is it a girl or guy?
It's a girl. Her name is Crystal. We want to make some space for Crystal because she fits perfectly. You know, she's had an experience with this, and I want to bring her in and hear some of her story. Crystal, welcome to the So What Morning Show. Crystal. Frank. Crystal.
Yes, what an intro. Yes.
Thank you. Have you been listening? Crystal?
Yes.
Have you been listening to the show?
I've been listening since the very beginning, yes.
Can you speak to your experience with your mother? And what was some of the ways she manipulated you or hurt you or abused you or took advantage of you? Talk to me about it.
Well, I can tell you, my abuse started with a stepfather when I was 5 years old, sexual abuse. And it was one of those stories where, I can almost have learned to accept, he had his issues, right? But the fact that my mother knew was one of those really, really challenging things. That's always been the hardest thing to get over. How could she not have protected me? It took me 20 years to pursue charges. I pressed charges as soon as I turned 18. And 20 years later, he was convicted. And it wasn't until that court process that my mother really sort of came forward with that. So I just want to say that listening to Nachama talk about community, that's what helped me heal, right? Finding other mothers to mentor me all along the way. And like Jeff said, finding the light. You have to finding the light in my mother and sort of just realizing, wow, what happened in your life, right? Or how are you abused? But never really wholly trusting her to guide me and support me in certain things, and just learning to accept that. And I think someone mentioned, writing a letter.
Nachama.
I wrote a letter at 15 and I was able to read in court that really called everybody out, from my mother, school counselors. The whole system sort of failed me in my life. But the thing that I want anybody that's listening that has that experience is you have to mother yourself, and you have to find a mother mentor. They're there. They'll come to you. I promise. Like Nachama said, the energy, they'll find you.
Wow, a mother mentor. Corey?
I just wanted to know, have you ever had a sexual experience with a woman?
No.
Oh, I was just wondering, Chris. Thank you.
Well, that's Corey Holcomb, our resident intellectual irritant. Again, my question to you now is, are there any inroads for forgiveness with your mother? Like, are you still in contact with your mother? Do you speak to your mother? I mean, like, have you and your mother got past it? And how did you guys get past that? Like, that's what I want to know.
I want to see friends with her stepdad.
Well, I think you just have to, see things, face the truth. This is something that happened. She didn't do it in the way. And, just sort of processing that I I can't go back and change that. And I just sort of deal with her as a incomplete, sort of immature person. And that's just really, I didn't take the road of, not speaking to her. She's still in my life, but I just sort of deal with her in the context that I don't take it too. I don't know. I'm sort of struggling with the answer, but she's around, but it's still a bit of a challenge.
Jeff?
Crystal, question: are you saying then that your mother has never quite owned her part in it, or did she? And that's I guess my question to you.
Well, she didn't own her part until she was forced to own her part. When actually, we went to court. Like I said, I started pressing charges at 18. It was a 20-year journey to actually get in front of a judge. And only in that last little home stretch was, the remorse sincere, when she had to tell police officers and really share the information that she knew. Did she really confront what happened? She was living in denial, and I think that's part of the healing for me and for her. She's facing the truth.
Crystal, this is the doc. I think you mentioned a word that's real important. Talk about the difference between remorse and regret for helping you with your feelings, because I think there's a world of difference, and I think you've probably experienced that if you can talk about that.
Well, I don't know. I try to deal with it. Corey asked that question, have you ever had sex with a woman, and sort of the idea of, a woman that's abused, the whole, what is she like, or what is, I don't know where that question came from, but, this happened to me, but this is not my identity. So I really try to live my life without either one of those words. I certainly don't wish that it happened, but I have used it in a community position where I'm an advocate and an ally. I had a very public case, and so people say, "Oh, you're so brave. You tell the story." This wasn't necessarily my choice. It's just the right thing to do. And so, if I can be that light for somebody to live in truth, right? And not play the victim card your whole life, then I'll take that stand.
Crystal, the point I was making between regret and remorse, because they're huge. When someone says, I regret it happened, I'm sorry, can we move on? It feels almost like it makes it worse. Whereas remorse is when they actually feel what you felt when it was done to you, then you can let it go. So that, because you used the word remorse, and I want to just throw that out in the open, because an apology that has just regret and no remorse, save the apology.
Wow. That's a good point. Listen, we got to take a quick break. Crystal, hold on. We just got to take a quick break. We're going to come right back to this. This is a lot of information being shared here. And Margot has a question for you when she comes back. Okay, so when we come back, we'll talk. Here we come. Man, we are back. And like I said, I can't wait for the during the breaks video. That's going to be the outtakes are going to be pretty crazy. Listen, we're back. Today's topic, man, we're talking about a tough topic. I mean, it's a hard topic to have, like even with myself, my mother,
she's still with us?
No, she's gone. She passed in 2009, but it was very, I had to come to a space where I just had to accept her.
Right.
And I understood the difference. Like I couldn't, when I was younger, I was tolerating my expectations of her. Like I expect you to be this, and she wasn't, she was, for the most part, she was gone. After I was born, 3 months after I was born, she had a nervous breakdown. And then all of us got sent to foster care, right? So, I mean, this is in my new book. All of us got sent to foster care. And the difficult part of that is my oldest brothers got sent to jail because they were too old for foster care.
Jail?
They got sent to jail in Chattanooga, Tennessee. They got sent to prison. They were too old. Nobody was going to take some African American men from the projects, Alton Park projects. They got sent to jail. So with
it's Tennessee, man.
God damn it! I'm trying to tell a story. Just listen. This is very personal to me. Just listen.
Okay.
Like Doc said, let them get it out.
Hear my horror. God damn it! So she had a nervous breakdown. She gets, the 90-day evaluation. But I'm a child. I'm a baby. I'm months old. She doesn't get us back until I'm 6. Now she got everybody else back, but the two youngest, she don't get us back until I'm 6. So there was a disconnect there. And as we got older and we moved to Southern California, she didn't tell me about how, she made it seem like my dad, and he was a problem. He was a motherfucking problem. But she didn't tell the whole story until I was 30.
Did you ask before then?
She didn't tell the whole story until I was 30. She has an obligation to tell her kids the story. Let's stop making fucking excuses for him, goddammit. I didn't have to ask her. I didn't have to ask her.
Some women don't want you to know they bust down like that until it don't matter.
I'm just saying, for that was fucked up.
Yeah.
She had an obligation to tell the story. She never told the story. She had multiple opportunities to tell the story. She told versions of the story over and over and over again, but she didn't tell the story in context.
Whether I say I'm hungry or not don't mean you ain't supposed to feed me.
So I'm just saying it's an important conversation to have. It's not easy to have, but we got to have it. And the only way that I was able to heal with my mom and laugh with my mom again and connect with my mother again, I just had to accept her for who and what she was. I had to put my expectations of who I thought she was or who I thought I needed her to be. I had to put that aside.
Who was she though? Who did you accept her for?
As she was.
Oh, okay.
A woman who made a lot of bad choices in her life. A woman who, after her nervous breakdown, she was on psychotropics for the rest of her life. When I was born, she was 27. I was child number 6.
I think guys should ask themselves if my mama was in the club and my homies with paper was in the club, could they fuck my mama? People should ask themselves that.
I don't know if we should ask that question, Bobby.
I just want to interject this. The good news from all of what we done talked about today is if you live long enough, you can get to a stage where you can say that, I can't change my parents. I can't change
Right.
But this is my life. This is my life, and I don't want to act out those behaviors that had me feeling all this time like I had something to do with this shit that I didn't. But at some point, you become responsible for your outcome. And I think all of us at this table at some point or another have had to make that decision that I'm not going to be the person that has me feeling this way, whether it's my mother or my father. I have to decide that I'm not going to raise my children like it. I'm not going to have relationships like that. But it ain't easy. It's not. I'm saying it's easy.
Yes. I hear Brother Nachama chiming in, and then Dr. G. Nachama.
One of the things that I want to say is that we've got to think a little twist on the planet. Number one, at whatever point that you can take responsibility for yourself, free your parents up to the larger context. In other words, at 40 years old, 30 years old, 20 years old, I don't need a mother.
Thank you.
I don't need a father. I need to become completely committed to my creator as soon as I realize that is what is important here. I'm in no way here to live out my mother's dreams, my father's dreams, or nobody else's dreams.
Wow.
I'm here to live according to what my Creator brought me to the planet for. And some children come into the planet knowing and understanding what that is at 6 months old, and the parents end up having to follow the child. So we're trying to stay children to our parents way too long.
Yes.
When we need to be parents to them at some point.
Exactly. Especially if they came here and they were never parented. Then you actually came here to liberate them.
Wow.
You cannot spend your whole life depending on somebody else to give you something that they never had. If you can see that they never had it, then the responsibility is then on you to show up and be accountable.
Dr.
I
G?
don't care what your age is. You are a God, and the moment that a God can see, a God can do.
Wow. Go ahead, Dr. G. Follow that.
You don't want to follow that one, Dr. G. You want to shut the fuck up.
Go ahead, Dr. G.
The woman that a God can wait, the moment that a God can see, a God can do. Y'all not coming up here challenging the text, challenging the information, challenging Dr. Sanat. Shout out to Red Pill Crip for the support. But I know better places to sleep in than this. I'm going to tell y'all what I always tell y'all. With or without L.A. Wilkes. Be great.
We'll shut this motherfucker down.
That's all, folks.